And it looks like it's more stable in the green, so that should have fixed it. We can only hope. But yeah, it was bouncing all over the place. Keep an eye on this. If this goes red or yellow or anything other than green, then we'll have to, I'll maybe reset the router or something.
Okay. We're back.
But we're back.
Hopefully this is fixed. Thankfully we have built-in tech support.
Yeah!
It would be a shame if you had to take the table in for repairs.
It'd be real difficult.
Just go to like a computer shop, like, I need you to fix this. Sir, that's a table. Like, no, there's a TV in it.
Do you need the TV fixed or the computer inside your table?
Yeah.
Sirenscape.
This is a very interesting thing we got.
Sirenscape.
What do you mean? You don't like the dead air between sounds? It could have been because I unplugged the internet. It shouldn't need the internet, but it could have been because of that.
No.
Oh, I did unplug something. I unplugged the microphone, so it's probably trying to use the microphone as a speaker.
Well, that's stupid. That's not how that works.
It does it all the time because Windows is retarded.
Oh,
So
man.
bottom right, the speaker. Right click on that.
God.
Actually, hold on. Can you left click it? What happens when you left click it? Yeah. See what it's doing. Oh no, it's doing it right. That's the Bluetooth headphones. So now is it not? Let me try closing and reopening it.
Sure. Apparently they have their own song happening in there.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be such a smooth opening.
No.
Smooth opening.
There is no such thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that sounds like an oxymoron.
Technology loves to do what it do.
It ain't a stream unless you start muted, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. Let's give it a second. You'll know it'll like flash and load in. There it goes.
This one.
Never works. I'm level myself out with Jen.
I know, like, I feel like this chair is just...
Okay.
I lowered it because I sat in that.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Do
Are you about to go up?
I am. Do you remember which lever it was, though?
Yeah, it's the middle one. It's this one.
It's this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll go back all the way up
Hey!
and then see. Okay.
This
Oh,
one
you're
loud,
taller than
so
me.
we
Yeah,
should
yeah, I just
hear
want
it.
to make sure we're on the same level so we look better.
I guess try switching from the Bluetooth to something else, like the TV.
Oh, you said.
Go to like the 8NS, whatever that is.
Well, I thought we were about to drop a bit.
Yeah, okay, now go back. No, you want to go stereo.
What?
It was coming to the TV. No, it is on.
Do we need to mute the TV?
No.
Okay.
Oh, we had that issue last time where I had to mute websites too. No, that's not the problem.
See if it works now.
Oh, not responding. Sirenscape.
Well, that's probably my fault.
Sirenscape, come back.
Not it's bad. It's myself to close it.
You can't blame it all.
I should close it?
Me.
Yeah, I mean, I turned off the laptop device and put it back. Probably like.
I was wrong. And I just can't live without you.
I was gonna say, I don't remember the entire song because I only know the song from Transformers.
Oh,
There.
I would just click something.
God, Bumblebee was so good in that movie.
okay.
Almost. Nope, that's too soon. There you go.
No! Never too
That
early.
was weird. No.
Now that song is going to be stuck in my head.
Oh,
This
well,
is like
Check. The
I mean, I can help you out with other songs.
Make sure when I reconnected, it was like it's all good.
You like
Yeah.
pina coladas?
Oh, that's close
No!
to how it's said.
Oh, it's there. You silly goose.
There we
But it
go.
it was that low before.
You had to. Sirenscape!
So much shit to read.
Sirenscape.
Okay, I have to show my papers.
Anywho. Okay, so, with your investigation roll,
Yes. Very strong 11.
for you or for Sirius?
That was with advantage,
Okay.
with Sirius helping me.
So you tell him to help you sniff around.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, remember you were supposed to let me know if you see any purple rope people. As I pet his head.
The problem here is that there's a lot of purple. The freak show are purple tieflings. The entertainers who run the rides wear shades of purple. The showstoppers wear purple robes. The jawbreakers wear red, black, and purple.
Did we get any details on what the purple robes look like? Like, do they have any kind of like, you know, designs on them or filament or something?
Filigree.
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 That's the word. I don't know if we did, but I don't have it written down.
Or
Or was it just purple robes?
yeah, I think we've never asked her any more details besides purple rose.
Great.
Well,
Cool.
But we
Sweet.
would have seen them, like when we saw it. Did we notice anything? Maybe that would
Maybe like
pull
a
apart from.
people of evil kind of thing.
How many of you were there to see the girls at the breakfast?
I was there definitely.
We were all there.
I walked right past. I talked to them.
Then all three of you do a retroactive perception check, please.
Oh.
Who was there for what?
The breakfast at the Colossal Halfling, where the
Oh,
girls-
everybody but Nate was there.
I got an 18.
Dodger's too good to be at her house.
Natural 20. Nice.
Well, what my roll
Oh
is.
man, you rolled that right after an at one.
My amazing roll doesn't
I know,
matter
right?
then, so we're good.
So, Oliver, you noticed their robes because they were giving you scritchies, right?
Yeah, they did a little bit.
And River, you noticed them because girls notice these things. You know, you look them up.
Wow,
and down.
that's a little sexist, huh?
But she's not wrong.
They're paying attention to your teammate or adventure fatty, whatever. So you
Adventure fatty.
As you do.
That's the new name of your tavern, the Adventure Fatties.
Adventure fatties.
Anyway, so you kind of like look them up and down, and you're like, oh, you know, just I don't know if River would be that judgmental, but I would be.
I mean, she's a freaking water genasi.
We
Like,
gotta call our place the Bar Fatties. Like Fat Burger, but it's like bar fatties.
Welcome to Fatburger, home of the Fatburger.
can I take your order?
Close, close.
I quoted that the other day in class, and the students knew what I was talking about. I was
That's weird.
like, so proud of
They
you.
should.
Well, yeah, because it's
Oh.
on Paramount Plus now.
Oh, is it?
Oh, is it?
All the Nick shows are on Paramount. I watched 8 episodes of Clarissa Explains It All.
Oh no. But you
'Cause
can't
I
wait to
was
get back to work.
So excited.
Do they have old Nickelodeon stuff?
Yeah,
I'll
it's
write
got
that
like
down.
Doug, Hey Arnold.
But
Our
do they
Real
have
Masters?
the really good stuff like Space Cases?
I don't know what that is.
What was the one horror show?
Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Are You Afraid of the Dark is on there?
Oh, that's
Do
not.
they have Goosebumps on there?
That wasn't on.
I don't know. I was
Netflix.
looking for the cartoons.
That would have been on. That'd be on something Warner Brothers that related.
I was looking for like Doug and shit.
Bless you.
Bless
Oh,
you.
thanks. Okay.
Oh, anyway,
So
what
anyway,
details did I get from the purple room?
Velvet rose.
Velvet.
Velvet rose. Purple velvet.
Okay, I was gonna say velvet's red. Velvet's a material. I'm velvet. I'm always so used to red
And-
velvet cake.
Silver, black, and gold roping around all the hems, pretty much.
Silver, black,
It was on Nickelodeon.
Was it?
gold.
I thought it was a WB thing.
Nope, it was on Jetix, Fox Kids, Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, YTV, and more.
But was it
I don't know-
originally on Nick? That's the thing. It
It
might not be a Nick property. It might be they like.
was released in
let Nick-
1995.
Yeah.
Do me a favor and see if Space Cases is on there. Because that determines whether or not I'm getting this. I'm gonna try to blow my nose less.
If you ever need to like hide your camera for whatever reason, you can click the little eyeball next to our cameras, and it'll hide. It'll
I'd
kind
hate
of just
for
like.
people to think there was a glitch or something.
Well, no, you could be like, I'm about to blow my nose, and then you click it. They don't need to see that if you don't want them to see it. But
Or
if you
could
want
just do
them
it
to see
directly into the camera so they can see what's coming out of your nose.
yeah, use the camera as the
It is the Kleenex, basically.
I'm sure that'll go over well.
Yeah.
I don't know what Space Case is. Is it Space Cases or Space Case?
Space Cases.
Space Cases.
Is this
It
like a
had
forensic
Walter
space?
Emmanuel Jones and
TV.
Jewel State.
Oh, that's right. The Black Ranger was in it.
Love
It's
that.
a Canadian
That's
science
right.
fiction television series that aired on Nickelodeon for 2 seasons.
Yeah, I could sing both intros for you right
No, don't do that. It might be copyrighted.
Not
you
with
can say,
my voice.
You can say one line.
now. They would not recognize it with my voice.
Okay. I would like to vote to change the title of our episode.
What is it?
It's currently Heckna 2. I vote to add a colon and then Electric Boogaloo.
Adventure
Cute
Fatties.
Electric Boogaloo. I like it. So I will be looking for that particular robe if I see them.
So you do see these group of people in charge of the big top called the Showstoppers. They wear pretty dramatic purple robes, but yes, they are.
Yeah, they're on there.
Yeah.
I don't remember which one they are.
The
Middle
in
one?
the robe. I think it's top right.
Okay.
So let's say you find one cleaning the outside of the main ring, kind of what?
You good?
No.
What happened?
I'm fine.
Me too.
Yeah.
So
I was like this. I was like. when you look at
I see it on the thing.
Anyway.
I was just making faces, staring at the camera, and made myself laugh.
How old are you?
So you find yourself alone
30-something.
with one of the Showstoppers, all in purple. They don't look quite like the robes that you had seen before. Do you want to?
Is he a human? Is he a tiefling? Is he what's
He's
he
just
look?
a
What's he look
simple
like?
human male.
Normal human
normal
male.
Human male. Normal in height, about 6 feet tall. Pretty drastically covered in robes, so you'd have to be up in their face to see race, gender.
Oh, so I don't know if he's human. I'm just gonna kind of watch him for a minute. Does he notice I'm in the room, or is he like just? We have a big old dog
Yeah,
with me.
he doesn't really care. This Heckna and the Revelia, there's a lot of interesting folks here. You guys make good additions, but nothing really super unique.
And where am I exactly? What room am I in?
Outside of the big top, outside the freak show area, this guy is cleaning up to get it ready for the night show. At first, he's cleaning like a typical janitor with a broom, and then he starts waving a hand around to get things to move for him.
Oh.
Mickey Mouse it.
Cool.
Michael Mouse. Don't want to get copyrighted.
Michael
I'll wait till
Mouse.
he
Hey,
gets settled in. Hey, buddy.
howdy. So, I have to ask a question that I thought about after you messaged. Is this book for the kids? For school?
It's for the older one, yeah. 13.
Okay. I want you to notice how perfect my book is.
Oh,
So
perfect.
perfect. This is from the Jamie library.
Don't do what
Don't
Jamie
drop it
does.
in the bathtub.
Has it been read?
I read books differently.
Okay,
very,
pause.
very carefully.
Really?
Yes.
Like how?
I mean, it looks like there's an indentation.
Damn it.
It's a 9.5 out
9
of 10.
Yeah.
We'll have to send it into the
It's
graders.
fine, it's fine.
Send it to the
Like,
graders.
really, they can
no,
keep
no.
it,
Send it to the graders.
Send it to PSA.
No, Wendy said she was going to have a talk with her about making sure it stayed in good condition.
Oh, please. It's a kid. I understand.
Send it
You
to
guys
Factory.
can keep
13.
it.
I can't keep my stuff in good
I-
condition, Nate.
You are more understanding than I.
You can't even keep your book out of the bathtub and you're blaming kids.
Listen.
At
I
13
bought a replacement copy, okay?
Well, if his kid or his girlfriend's kid breaks it, I'm sure she'll buy a replacement copy.
It's fine. They can keep it.
Oh, really?
Because sometimes they need to do annotations, so I figured if it's for one of the kiddos.
I took your
Anywho.
wild shape folder.
Anywho, Michael Mouse.
Yes.
Michael Mouse.
I try to remember what he
Mika
sounds
has a
like.
mouse.
Right? No, is that's he doesn't do that. Does he?
What?
Yes, he does do that. Yeah. He is that one. I don't watch Disney enough to remember which one Mickey Mouse's voice.
So,
Only one of the most popular cartoons
how long
Figures.
How long do you keep an eye on this
in
guy?
history.
Just gonna watch him for like a minute or so, just to kind of try to read him, get a feel like, is he really focused on his work? Is he just not paying attention to me and serious?
He do a perception check. Yeah. Yes.
So good. So good.
It's
That's a 9.
that's a rainbow.
This watch
I'm
has
getting
been
red,
on
yellow,
since
and green over
Friday.
here.
Is this a new
A
one?
9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't seem to care.
It's gonna go like at least 7 days.
I'm gonna ask him, be like, hey, do you want any help?
When he turns to face you, you don't see any makeup. Face is pretty plain. Seems to be a normal human male.
Now we know.
I forgot to wear the short.
Well, you can't wear it every week, right?
True.
You can.
I could.
Yeah, that's the technology.
That's what we should do. We should have an outfit here that we have to change into when we stream.
He's kind of suspicious, and we'll say, what do you want from me in exchange for your help?
Actually, I did have a question.
Indeed.
Last I heard, the last place that you guys set up your space was in Silvery Moon. How long ago was that?
Are we not still there?
No, actually.
Oh.
You're outside Waterdeep.
Ooh. I always wanted to stop in Waterdeep. Well, thanks for that little bit of info.
Oh. How long do you normally stay in one place?
You're doing it the wrong way.
Well, that's up to the great and powerful Heckna.
You're supposed to get
Blessed be his name.
You're supposed to get info out of him.
Well, because Silvery Moon is where I'm from.
I understand.
So I'm like,
Well, you're just giving
really
him.
curious about what happened in Silvery Moon.
Okay, now you gotta switch roles. You
It
wanna
really
get info out of
depends
him.
Yeah, I got it.
on Heckna's whims. If we have interesting revelers, we might stay there longer. If no one interesting shows up, we move on. Whatever piques his interest, and he does know best.
So when were you in Silvery Moon last? Like, how long? Do you know how long you stayed there, or I mean, are you there for like a year or two and then you move on, or?
As far as I knew, we were still there. I really can't recall where we were before that. I'm just here in
There's
the
no
rebellion.
passage of time in here to you guys?
Days come and go. I deal more in tickets and whatever Heckna wills of me.
Does she have 10 red tickets then?
I was going to have to assume somebody bought them for me because I
Well,
have no
we were given.
money.
You were given them.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Yep, I agree. This is also a banana.
Yeah.
Oh man, if I was an ape, like
This is a
creature, I'd have
whale.
been gone. No, that's one of them sweet fish candies.
Swedish fish, those
Yeah.
are gross.
They are just gummy fish.
I hate gummy.
They're neutral flavored.
Gummy without sour stuff is garbage.
All gummy is garbage.
That's arguable.
So you don't like jelly beans?
I love
That's
jelly
Are
beans.
jelly beans
They're not
gummy?
sour and
They
they're
have
gummy.
crunchy exteriors. I could
Okay.
eat
So do you like
those
expired
Jelly
gummy
beans are
bears?
amazing. Especially the the Starburst jelly beans.
Yes, those are the best.
Yep.
I'm gonna buy us a bag of Starburst jelly.
I wish Starburst still made those hard candies.
What?
They used to make hard candies back in the day. Anyway.
Jelly beans are good enough.
Well, here's a broom.
Get to sleeping.
Oh yeah.
Unless you have magic, do you?
I mean, I don't have that, and I point to like whatever he was levitating to make like move. I was like, I don't have that kind of magic.
Well, would you like to hear the word of Heckna? Perhaps one day he will grace you with his magic.
Now he's a man.
Now the Mickey Mouse reference makes sense.
Pretty good for right now, but if I change my mind, I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna be over here talking to myself about the wonders of Heckna while I clean.
How long till the show starts?
Whenever the sun goes down.
Oh. And we're outside. So I can see the sky from where we are?
Wait, he's sweeping
Nearby,
outside?
Yeah, so she said we're
Sweeping the
outside.
grass?
It is outside.
And we're
of
outside the freak show area.
Wow, whoa, the freak show. It's the big top.
There's the big top, and the freak show's part of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just calling out people as freaks.
I know where we are.
Jeez, man. We have
It's
feelings
the
too.
differently abled show.
I would say
The weirdos.
with the tent's doors being wide open, flaps being wide open, you could see that it's a nice, warm-ish looking sky. Sun probably setting by this time of day.
Okay. I will pick up a broom and I will help him for a little bit, and then eventually I'm.
serious. I push him around.
No, I'm gonna pat Sirius on the head and just tell him to stay and be the goodest boy. And I'll help for a little bit, and then when everyone starts talking about meeting up again, I'll try to go find my party.
He does not stay, but he stays in the area. You know,
Ah, okay.
Puppies,
not even
especially
listening to you,
new
you're
dog,
fine with it.
new to training, they need a lot of reinforcement, but he's not leaving you.
Oh, Sirius is just kind of like walking around, just like sniffing shit.
Well, hopefully not
Eating
literally.
some popcorn off the ground, you know.
He's sniffing the bananas.
Hey, let me know if you pick up something funny.
Just picks me up. I got this.
With that keen nose you have.
Wiggles his tail at you and blank dog face.
I give him a little bit of pocket bacon. I'd say good boy.
I love the pocket bacon.
Oh my god. Some jokes need to die.
Never.
This is not a pocket sausage.
There's a critical role card for
God.
the munchkin,
Why does
and
pocket
one of the
bacon
cards is
need to
pocket
die?
bacon.
Because
Really?
pocket food.
Oh, that's
This is
awesome.
terrible.
It's never terrible.
It's always
It's worth
Not
trouble.
in D&D.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so,
Could be the
now
difference
we know where
between
everybody
eating and
is,
starving.
So.
For me, it reminds me of one of my favorite video games.
Pocket bacon?
Yeah. In
Okay.
Psychonauts, you have to use a piece of bacon to... Agent Cruller will come out of your ear. He's like, was that bacon? Oh.
Alrighty, David.
Yes.
You climb into the Zord. You take the potion and close your eyes.
The Megazord?
Yeah.
No, just the Zord.
Just a regular Zord.
It's morphin' time?
Close.
After some time, you feel a temporary connection build between you and the Zord. You look around, and the Zord looks around with you. You feel as though you're sitting, so you stand, and it stands with you.
Nice.
It stands on 4 legs.
Okay.
Yeah. During your attunement, it had changed to meet your image. The Zord is now a sort of silvery gold lion centaur.
To be fair, I am a bronze coat.
Your Zord is silver.
Yeah, just because when I introduced the character, I was like, I'm a white lion. I'm not a white lion.
The mane
Totally.
is
Actually.
made out of spiked bronze tendrils.
Okay.
The body is gleaming and shines with radiant energy, and you see through its eyes. The upper body is that of a man with a lion's head. So kind of
Yeah.
half man, half lion, half centaur.
Well,
That
Leonin.
happens.
Very Leonin. And Mech
All
Leonin.
Zord.
Yeah.
Um,
Totally meta, including Sirius. We could have enough of these to create a Megazord.
Well, we can't take him out of this area.
several
Until we go
showstoppers.
Mega.
Several showstoppers in purple robes guide you towards the arena. They pause momentarily. They pause you momentarily with glowing wands, and then at some unheard cue, usher you in.
Alright.
The arena is encircled with spinning runes. You're not a wizard. You don't know what they mean.
Nope.
Um,
I read details. I know what they mean, but Leonin don't.
You see Heckna's face float before you from time to time. I'm kind of picturing Jeff Goldblum in
Oh, God.
Thor?
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Thor. It's my birthday! Tonight we have Oliver from Waterdeep. That's right, folks. Today's Heckna's Revelia has made a stop outside Waterdeep. And after battling him today, we have Hinge, all the way from the Plane of Fire. Remember that the Revelia stopped there? Ha ha ha, what a hot day that was! Hinge, the other battler in the arena, is pretty much the blank, mighty servant of Luco, in black and red, and you can see, like, magma boiling in its joints. Alright, gentlemen, make it a clean fight, no deaths. If it gets boring, I'll spice it up for you. And you don't want that. Use all the tools at your disposal. Remember, the winner will receive 20 tickets. You put in 10, you put in. And a free night at the hostile hostel. Ready? Fight!
I'm
Alright.
assuming we can hear this happening, right? Because I would have made my way into the tent.
You tell me where you guys are.
Yeah, if I'm about to hear this shit go down, I want to go scope it out.
This is the pre-show.
Well, I sent messages to everybody, letting everybody know what I was doing, and I told everybody to meet back at the entrance.
The only thing I'd be doing differently is finding her brother, who I did see before, to kind of let him in on the plan.
You run into him on your way out the front door. He's coming in. So, what do you do to stop him?
So as I'm leaving, like, the tent that she's in?
The whole big top area. This seems to be the main evening attraction.
Okay. What was her name again? I'm sorry.
Her name was Myrna.
Okay. So I'll drag him into the tent and kind of pull him aside, and I'll give him like just a quick rundown of like, hey, I met Mana. I'm gonna get the two of you out of here. Be ready to go at a moment's notice.
Oh. Wonderful.
A moment's notice.
Oh, I'm ready.
And then I'll leave.
What's your name?
Moment's notice.
I'm a friend of Roger.
I forgot about that. Where should I meet you?
Roger's
Stick
house.
with Mana.
Okay. He literally trots back the way he came to go get this thing.
Okay, good.
Again, I just want to remind you, this is the pre-show, and Conrad told you to meet before the big show. So you told everybody to meet you at the main entrance, or?
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's where I would have went then. If I would have got that message. I'd grab Sirius and we'd go to the main entrance.
So, as Oliver is starting a battle, what do the rest of you do that are at the main entrance?
What's up, guys?
It's a lovely pause on
Hey.
Sirens.
Yeah,
to
great.
help you decide.
Hold. There it goes. So, you guys find anything good? I ran into an invisible guy that wants to help us. It's kind of weird when you're invisible and they're invisible. You think you'd be able to see each other, but you can't.
Why would you think that?
You know,
Being invisible doesn't give you invisible vision.
you know when you go into the ethereal plane, you can see other things from the ethereal plane. I thought maybe it was something like that.
Oh, well, live and learn.
Yep.
So,
But yeah, he wants to help us get out of here.
that is excellent news, because the
But we have to kill Heckna.
before he does that,
I think so. I think that's the way we get out of here. Otherwise, we have to get tickets to get out of here, and we have to win our way out. But apparently, the price to get out always goes up, so you can never get out. So you have to like work for tickets, and then you guys.
So what, you're telling me we have to kill the guy who runs this whole thing in order to get out of here?
Yeah, we're talking quietly, by the way.
Yes.
Killing Heckna!
5 showstoppers.
all right.
Stop you.
Well, the queen
We're
of
gonna
the,
stop the show.
The queen of Succubus, she's not that bad. She's really
Don't
nice.
look at me, I'm not there.
She and her brother. Why aren't you there?
I'm
Oh, because you're part of the show.
He's about to be a
Right.
Megazord.
So the queen of the Succubus, who's really nice.
Okay.
She's and her brother are gonna come with us when we leave.
I might know her brother. Who's her brother's name?
Don't know.
Okay.
He's a purple guy with horns. We all saw him. You know, he was
Oh yeah, I don't know him.
he was being bothered on a bench before, or bothered someone else, something like
I love your memories. Great.
that. I remember a bench, and he was either bothering someone or someone was bothering him. But I found him. Her name is Myrna. His name is
There.
useless.
Barry.
He's Roger.
Oh, Roger! I know who Roger is. I've heard of him.
This is gonna be so hilarious when everyone meets up with everyone. Hey, Roger! Hey, I thought you were Roger.
Roger gets around. Which reminds me, I recently told Wendy the George story.
I don't know what that means.
I'll tell you
I also don't think I
when we
know
go
what
on
that
board.
means.
I'll tell you what later.
But anyway, his name is neither here nor there. Point is, they're coming with us. Because apparently, even the employees, quote unquote, they get trapped into working here.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so I thought it seemed like the noble thing to
That's the first noble thing he's
Get
ever
around.
said.
Well, I feel like killing Heckna. Who's that? I don't know. I feel like killing Heckna is a way to kind of free everyone. Because I feel like everyone here is probably working.
Call her Freckles. Or
Against,
call him Freckles.
I just want to remind people about, you said she was a succubus?
Queen of Succubus.
Well, she's the
her act is as the Queen of Succubus, but I don't think she's a succubus. Between the three of us,
Okay.
I don't want to like spoil the act, but I don't think she's a succubus.
It's kayfabe.
Okay, well, because the only reason I'm asking is because...
Did you have sex with her?
This,
Because that might determine whether she's a succubus or not.
My inclination is to say yes, but that would be a lie.
the only reason I'm asking is because...
Well, then she's probably not a succubus.
Yeah.
the last place that they
it's good. It's good news.
circus went to was Silvery Moon, which is where I'm from, and my village was attacked, but
Yes,
nobody
I
can
remember
tell
that.
me how long ago they were there because there's like no passage of time here.
Yeah, nobody knows where they are in here. Like
Yeah.
everybody who works here, nobody knows that they've travelled or gone anywhere or where they are at the time.
So there's a part
They
of me
seem really
that's,
happy though.
They do.
There's
The-
a part of
the
me
perks
that's
are probably
wondering
pretty
if
nice.
these were
The
the
benefits. Yeah.
this was the source of the attack on Silvery Moon that took my family, but also there was, from what we learned,
Do you think the circus was the source of the attack?
I don't know. It's just a theory.
Maybe we could open a tavern here.
Oh my god.
World
But the
renowned.
reason I'm asking about the succubus is because, according to my memory, a powerful succubus is the one that took power from the trees in your village. So if this is a traveling circus that goes to these different places and bad things happen when they're there, could this be the source of the destruction of my city and the problems that you encountered?
Even more reason for you to want to kill Heckna.
But I don't know. I don't have proof.
Don't say it too loud.
I'm not going against it. I'm just saying I don't have proof if that's what happened. And no one here is going to be able to tell me because they don't know where the fuck they are.
We can beat it out of him.
I
And
mean,
also,
Heckna?
yes, and also, I feel like the constant murder makes selling coming to visit the tavern here a pretty difficult task.
I mean,
Well, you know.
I could be dissuaded. I'm just saying, off the cuff. That's what I'm thinking.
I think it could be a safe haven. Like just in the tavern, you only can drink, but outside the tavern is all game. So there's got to be a safe zone.
This is the safe space. Our tavern is a
What's
safe space.
Yeah.
what's it called in like tag? Like you can't tag me. I'm on base.
I'm on base.
You can't brutally murder me. I'm on base.
I said this is base.
And then you do that like jerk thing where you kind of like take a step off and then step back.
God.
Whoa, when are you gonna kill me?
And then they just cheat and just stab you in the place.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I love this idea.
Also, I think our new lion friend is part of the act now. I sent him a message and he said that he wasn't ready to leave just yet. He's kind of busy. I think he's like inside the tent. I don't know why.
You think that means we can get like free tickets to watch it if we say we know somebody who's in the show?
Yeah.
Did you leave us any tickets at will call?
If worse comes to worse, I have a couple of abilities that I can use. I met our friend, the fiend guy when I pulled a tooth. He visited me. So we're good now. So we don't have to worry about
Does that
him.
mean we're good now?
Oh well, he wanted to like.
Whenever Radagast says we're good now.
I think
I think we're good.
we're definitely gonna have to put a pin in that.
Yeah.
The show's getting started.
You see, there's no tattoos though. Like, that's cool.
Right, but there's
So-
that whole thing of like him cursing like everything around him.
Right. He's
I
not
don't-
gonna do that anymore, which is great. Well, around him, but not for us. We're okay.
All right.
Oh, and
Alright.
and the Mortagast gone.
I'll consider.
Well, out of the picture, but
So
still in the
suspicious.
he's in
this-
the picture, but he's out of the picture.
in
for
this
us.
in this moment, I consider that really good news.
It's a win.
But when we're less busy, we're gonna have to
I
come
need
back
the
to that.
details. Yeah, I need the details on this,
But it looks,
Radagast.
but it looks like the show's getting started.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's go make sure Oliver
Like the
doesn't
pre-show.
die.
Yeah. So I think we should get Oliver. And yeah, we'll definitely come back to all that.
We'll circle back. We'll circle back.
Yeah. And I want explicit details.
Okay.
Fine.
Excuse me.
Alright. Entering the tent, two showstoppers are ticket takers and stop you and ask for 5 tickets per person.
Oh, we know one of the guys that's in the act.
Would you like to join him?
That's why we're trying to get in, so we can watch him.
Wonderful, 5 tickets.
We actually he's part of the act, so we were told that we can get in for free from Roger.
I'm also friends with the.
Roger is now canon.
I'm also friends with the succubus queen.
Persuasion and deception.
I believe in you guys.
Roger,
Come on.
coming in clutch.
What would Roger do?
Hide. Pretend he didn't notice.
Well, he wouldn't do anything. He doesn't exist.
Okay, persuasion. Not bad.
Oh yeah. 9.
16.
Okay. Oh, Roger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Well, Roger didn't tell us anything.
God damn it, Roger. This is typical Roger though, right? Typical.
Oh,
typical
Roger.
You know what this means? There's a Roger in the
So-
park. This is a typical Roger.
I'll let you in for 3.
There you go.
Sure.
I'll take the 3.
What
I have
about my
12,
16
right?
roll?
Where's my?
This is because of your 16?
Alright.
So 3 tickets.
Alright, I'll give him 3 tickets.
Your notebook was up there.
Oh,
Puts
Yeah, I
me-
moved it.
I believe
in
that
front
puts
of
me
your
down to
laptop.
Thank you.
6 tickets.
I think I have 11. So I'm double
How many
checking.
tickets? It was 1
You
ticket to
started
play the game?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm down to.
How many was
6.
it? 1?
Yeah.
Also, I'm up to 12 then, because I put 1 and then I won, which was 3 tickets.
You good?
I'm good. I don't remember. It's a good thing we have a stream.
Yeah.
Alright. You make your way in, and it's very dim. Myrna stands up and just...
Man, what?
Blossom appears now.
I watch this exchange take place, and I look at you, and I'm like, really? Did you really?
She
Don't leave me out, I'm not there!
She sits back down awkwardly, but will watch you. You guys.
Blossom appears and I'm like, oh, I just had a bad cough. I was just trying to double slap it.
with like my hands.
There's a lot of those
As you do.
terrible teenagers here.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I will keep
kinda
my daggers out just in case.
And that's not frowned upon. These are terrible kids that are probably going
I
to
remember.
shank and or steal from somebody. Children. There's also some regular just revelers, entertainers who work there. A few showstoppers spotted throughout the crowd.
Are we literally just in Brazil during Festival? Carnival? Sorry.
That's something you'd have to bring up with a hit point for us. So the showstopper, who was your announcer, flies up into the top of the tent and out of your way.
I need to go. My planet needs me.
The battle has commenced. Roll for initiative.
All right. I'm guessing I'm going off of his stats.
Can we see Oliver and his
Oh
sword?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You
Don't
can
see an
pick where you
initiative
want to
here.
sit, and I don't have a map for this. This is just a theory.
Okay,
I don't have an initiative bonus according to this. I'll just go based off dexterity. I got 20.
Alright. What is your re-roll because he also got 20.
Oh, nat 20, so
I
22.
also got a 20.
Wow.
Well, he got a 22 total.
Yeah.
We have the same sheet,
Oh,
so
man.
I got another
You first.
20.
Oh my god! I got a
And
4.
that's
cheater.
all of my good rolls.
So I got a
You can have
6.
luck.
No, I'm
No,
joking.
I trust you.
And Oliver. Alrighty.
Weighted
That was
dice.
320s. That's crazy. That was my
What was
Neapolitan.
it? Well, did you get a
spandex.
nat 20 on the first
There you
roll?
go.
Yes, I did.
Oh, then you beat me because I got an 18
Oh.
to make it 20.
Okay, so hand will go.
So that was 3 excessive rolls that didn't need to happen. That means you're.
You wasted all the
Mojo
natural
was-
20s on you.
I know! You can't hit me now based off the powers of magic, right?
Yeah, now you're gonna roll 3 ones to counterbalance the force.
Yeah.
So you are about 50 feet apart.
The real.
Okay.
The crowd is roaring at you. Let's see if I have more appropriate music here.
You're lying, roar back.
Oh, I can't. It's not my turn, Nate.
It's a free action to just roar.
No, I think it's a minor. Well, they don't call it minor in this thing.
No, there is no minor actions in my
That's because 4E was way better with that terminology.
Yeah, minor action is better than bonus action. Bonus action implies you have an additional action to do something. Minor
Yeah.
action applies that you have
Like
a
bonus
minor
and
action,
free
that's something
action
that's
have
small.
the same
I
kind
like
of
the
like,
terminology of minor better, but people.
Or just a free action to yell.
Yeah, there are free actions as well.
So what am I damn?
Classic
D12s.
inventions.
Okay. A bunch of D12s. Cool.
All the D12s.
Yeah, I mean my attack is like 4 D12.
All the D12s.
I literally have
I
to
sure
resolve
wish
the
I knew
rules.
which battle song that was with
Bring
the
it over.
trumpets.
That'd be great.
Mm.
Why do we have D12s?
That's what the Zoids is.
He's in the Megazord.
Alrighty,
Finally
Hinge
showing some
bellows,
love to the dodecahedrons.
and you suspect that his voice isn't actually the sound of the abyss that is coming from this big creature, big robot machine thing, but that's what it sounds like.
Oh, okay.
He runs and takes a standing leap. It is. Wait, he can't run and he takes a standing leap and is on you. When he lands, just pushes you back 5 feet.
Okay.
Make a dex save.
And then you
Eek, that's not good.
He has the same stat, so
Yeah, okay, so that's 7. I got a calculator off for health. 7.
what did you get?
I got 7.
Oof.
Yeah. A whole lot of fail there.
I've noticed that they haven't used my Witcher soundtrack for a while.
Well, now you can't because it's screen. It's copyrighted stuff, right?
I was gonna say on Critical Role. Any hoozles. Yeah, 7 does not make it. So
Yeah.
that is 4d12.
Mathy.
17 bludgeoning, and you're knocked prone.
Okay. Because I noticed there was some damage resistance. Oh wait, damage immunity is bludgeoning.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
they can't damage each other.
Now what's that main attack?
Go ahead and say.
It's like werewolves fighting each other. They can't actually do any damage to each other.
So we can't
Raw.
use crushing leap at all against each other.
Interesting. Well, lesson learned. Okay.
Okay. I'm
So-
still not prone.
Yeah.
Ah!
He hits you as hard as he
They
can.
did it.
So
Time to
go back to
kayfabe.
310, I
They're
guess.
just
With that crushing leap, and is very surprised to find no damage done whatsoever to your sword. So,
Time to kayfabe it.
your turn.
Yeah, I sell it like he hits me, but I'm knocked prone, so I guess
Ah!
I can't do anything when I'm not
Hold your
prone.
knee.
Take your
Stand up.
half
Well,
your
you
action to
have
stand
your
up.
movement to stand up.
Oh, okay. I didn't know how that worked.
Being
Okay.
knocked prone
So I
only
stand
matters
up.
if you get hit multiple times.
So now. Oh, so I can do a leap onto him with the standing leap, but then him with like a destructive fist, right?
Yes, that's
Okay.
how I read it, because that's your movement, you know?
Yeah. But I'm just gonna like jump up and then get like added force by doing a jumping landing punch. So, that's a 16 plus what?
Well, you're doing the
7.
crushing leap, or
No, the destructive fist.
Okay, gotcha.
Let's say plus
So
17.
plus 17 to
Yes.
hit. So that's 33, yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay, so 40, 12 plus 10. Force damage. So that's 2 12s, a 4, and a 10. So 12, 12, 12, 2, 38 plus 10, 48 damage.
Okay.
Force.
Make sure you are using their stats for
Yes.
your HP and stuff.
Yeah. So
How much HP you got?
310.
Okay.
A little bit.
But we regain 10 every turn.
So if you need a little break, you know, or cheer him on or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm screaming, "Go Oliver!"
I'm looking through my spells to see if I can help.
Could cheat. Okay, so yeah.
If he needs it.
Ooh, wait, I'm assuming these things are not considered objects.
They're not. No,
Okay, I
know
was
what
gonna say,
you're
because if it
going
does
for.
triple damage. Alright, so that is my turn.
Okay. Alright, so seeing you do the destructive fist, he punches you right back.
He would.
Yes.
I mean, he can't miss.
You're standing.
Well, he can't miss.
Uh,
It's very little chance of him missing.
26?
Hits.
Alright. So that is 40, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 10. 20, 30, plus
48?
48, yeah.
We're at the same health now, too.
That's interesting that keeps
Yeah.
happening. And then I read.
He does, yeah, he does regen. So,
72.
are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, so as a lion, I'm gonna run around him, waste some of his time looking around, and then like stand up and punch him right in the mouth.
Nice.
So I hit.
I wish Kiaran wasn't in this campaign. It's so much
Ooh,
fun.
okay, so I got 18 plus
He and
29,
I got something
39
wrong there if
damage.
he's about to lose.
Mm.
Did you know that? Look at that. I thought this would be touch.
And then that'll be the end of my turn.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that either. I figured it'd be touch for sure.
He's gonna punch you back. Not really doing much except yelling with that deep hell voice and punching you. And even you feel like that's maybe just
Played up.
And then immediately
played out.
dropping.
So you
drop
look
it,
up
get it
to
stunned
see,
up.
since the showstopper did say he would do something, make it was boring.
Well, I was thinking
Make it interesting.
if I need to, I could do
So
suggestion.
this is just something that you guys
You
should
can, like stand there for your turn.
Yeah.
And the cool thing
He
about
punches
suggestion is
you.
all I have to do is be able to hear you. I can just be like yelling, like,
You suck. Why are you just standing there? Stand in the rock.
28 to hit.
Yep.
Alright, math. Ooh la la.
Wee wee.
He's just.
22. 38.
Okay. Do we do the same amount of damage to each other every time so far?
You did 39.
Oh, okay.
You're one
I'm
ahead.
winning. Are y'all winning, son?
Yes.
Currently.
That's it for his turn.
Okay,
did
so
you
I
regen
plus
10?
Alright, plus 10.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a loud roar, and despite the fact what I'm describing is not considered a destructive fist, I want it to be considered as the same attack.
Alright.
So I'm going to jump up, grab him by the head, and drive him into the ground, much like one would in an RKO from wrestling. Is that cool?
It's a good thing you're a wrestler and you know how to describe all this stuff.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
I
So
punch
basically,
you.
I'm running at him, jumping up, grabbing him by the head, and then driving it down.
Okay. Alright.
It's very stupid, but it's wrestling, so it is what it is.
That's wrestling.
It magically hurts because, yeah.
Wrestling.
Got it.
So that's a hit.
Uh-huh.
Okay, 22, 34, so 44 damage. And then I'm gonna get up and go again.
I'm gonna clap and cheer.
At this point, the showstopper raises two hands, because the crowd is murmuring a little bit, and two enormous great swords fall from the sky and plant themselves at your feet. One kind of crackles with fire energy and one crackles with radiant energy, but they will do piercing or slashing, sorry.
Okay.
Right, that's what a sword does, slashing.
But, question.
Piercing.
Damage
Most
immunities
swords
also
are
have
slashing.
fire and radiant damage
Yes,
there.
that's why I said they will do slashing.
Okay, just making sure.
So, and my friend Hinge picks up the one with the fire in front of him.
Oh, who would have thought?
It's an action to equip a sword or equip a weapon.
To don a weapon.
Nope.
Nope.
It's a free action. Just
Really?
picking it up, free action.
So I'd have to wait till my turn to pick up mine then.
Yeah. Putting one away is what takes time, which is why if you're going to switch, you usually just throw one
You
aside.
have to just chuck it on the
Gotcha.
floor.
Yeah.
Like, nope.
I thought if it was already an item, you can just stash it and then pull it.
Mhm.
Yeah, but your other item has to be just dropped.
Oh.
So because this is a big ass cloud style sword,
Okay.
I'm going to say
Buster sword.
Is it a cloud-sized sword
Buster
for
sword.
humans, or is it a cloud-sized sword for the Zords?
Zord. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, this is taking up the whole tent.
Yes, it's if you let
Like,
it
he
go,
swings at me and the whole
this
tent
is the
lifts
power
up.
sword for the Megazord, yo.
That's ridiculous.
So he picks up the sword and swings it at you, and we're going to use the same stats as destructive, but instead of bludgeoning,
this might look
or instead of force, it's going
suspicious.
to do slashing.
Yeah, okay.
This one.
Or you could
So
choose.
get an extra attack.
Okay. I mean, it's all 46
That's
damage.
true.
Or
It'll be
44
like way
damage.
faster.
So he slashes at you for 30. 30?
30?
Well,
Clean 30?
To hit.
yeah.
Oh, to hit, yeah.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, that was 5. No, that was 4. I can count. I can count.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
29
That's
points.
okay. That's the lowest amount so far. Uh-oh, I did fuck up. Okay, we're good. Minus 29. Oh, no. Get rid of that first 29. Okay. There we go. All good.
Alright.
Okay, regen 10. And then I'll pick up the other sword, put it in like the what's a video game? I think it's like Okami or whatever.
Typically,
the
the video
dog.
game is like an animated.
No.
Okami's the
sort
one
of
where you have
fix
to
the dogs.
rush. And you,
Yeah.
You're able to control.
What's the video game with the dog with the sword in its mouth?
with the sword in its mouth,
What?
Dark Souls. But with the
The
paintbrush
dog?
in its mouth, it's Okami.
Okay, well, I'll use the do like the dog in Dark Souls apparently. I never played, so I don't know.
Yeah, he's a good
I'll
boy.
grab the hilt, but with my jaw, and just run around and slashing
Oh my
it.
gosh. Okay.
And then which one's the d20? Okay. Hits for. So that's 40 damage.
Wow.
Wow.
That's not it. But I like it.
You don't know
Alright.
that.
And that's the end of my turn.
Alright. What are you guys doing?
I'm just cheering him on.
So happy!
Alrighty.
David, did you mean this one?
Well, sort of. So it wasn't a Nintendo exactly.
Aw.
This is David right now.
Well, it's a lion, but yeah.
So Hinge got a nat 20 to hit you.
Oh, so that's a lot. This might take me out.
Alright.
Oh, if I was a grave cleric, I could be like, nope.
You've been
almost
regenerating
was.
health, right?
Yes.
Okay.
29 times 2.
58,
Thank you. Plus 17.
65,
75.
80, 75.
I got 75. 75 points of damage.
Okay.
Regen.
Oof.
That's
Can't
a
take a few more hits
That's a
like
good amount of dollars.
At this, the crowd cheers and the showstoppers kind of like. Thankfully, they are still entertained. And that's your
Okay.
turn.
I will gain my health, and then I will shake off the blow as best I can, like making clink, 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 clink. Grab the sword out of my mouth, and then slice at him. I didn't crit either. Okay, well, I hit with a 24. Let's see, so that's 21, 32, 42 damage. He's got a lead on me though,
Why did his do 75?
because he crit.
Because he crit.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
That's my favorite homebrew rule.
Might be.
75 damage if you crit. That's
Yeah, you just automatic 75.
Hey,
Yeah.
oh.
Since he's doing a lot of damage, he's kind of winding up like if we're talking video game, like connecting a string of attacks.
He's trying to combo off.
Okay. Combos. So, that would be a 27, so that'll do that. Let's do this.
What's your AC?
It's 22.
So you have a 25% chance to get hit.
I have 25% chance not to get hit.
You have a plus 17 to hit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you have a 75. Yeah.
75% chance
of
to hit.
hitting it.
I just need him to miss that one time.
43.
Damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Regen.
Bless
Stop
you.
it.
I wish I
Rude.
could.
Oh, I mean, that's my rules. You get one.
Everybody gets one.
Your turn.
Okay, so gain 10. Okay.
Are they dictated by colors or anything?
Well, one's
Yes.
a lion.
Once they attune to the Zords, they change into something to represent them.
The other guy was he was introduced,
stop.
right?
God.
Seriously.
What was he
I
introduced
wish. I'm allergic to your
Hinge
bullshit.
From the plane of fire.
Hinge, okay.
So his
I'm
looks
allergic to your
a
allergies.
little bit like it's the same mighty Luke, or mighty servant of Luco, but it's like a solid black with glowing fire at its hinges. David's looks like a centaur lion, so it's got 4 legs, but also human arms and a lion head.
Okay, I'm gonna try and distract him. I'm gonna throw my sword in the air, and then do a backflip, kick him in the face,
Okay.
and then land and catch the sword.
Nice.
That's some monk shit right there.
And then I
You literally shake the floor.
I got a 20,
mean,
so I miss.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna.
Oh no!
His armor's 22.
Yes.
I mean, you throw the sword.
Yeah. I whiff on the face.
He just threw a mountain.
And because I can't kick off him, I just
sharp-
land on the ground and the sword lands right beside me.
You just threw a sharp mountain.
Yeah.
So, is that what you want to happen with the sword? You want it to just land behind
Just
you?
land
I was
right
going to have it
beside.
take out some of the crowd.
Well, I mean, if you want that, I didn't roll a 1.
I was gonna say he didn't crit
I
fail.
just missed.
While all this is happening, I would like to turn to Deldrick and be like, cover for me. And I'm going to start shouting things. And then in the middle of shouting things, I'm shouting things like, come on, yeah! And then I'm gonna yell to Hinge. I'm gonna say, come on, flex for the crowd, you got this, buddy! And I'm gonna cast suggestion on him.
Oh. Okay.
And I'm using sleight of hand to not be seen, having Deldrick help me.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
It's not really looked down on here to mess with the...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well,
So-
I mean, I don't know that, so I'm doing
Yeah.
that anyways. So I'll sleight of hand to see if it's actually effective. And I'm assuming you're helping me?
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, because I also don't know that it's like not
Yeah.
frowned upon. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
we don't
like,
know this.
I'm gonna be like, look at that fucker, he's casting magic. he just made it miss.
Stop it, Roger! Why are you doing this, Roger?
Well, it's a 19 sleight of hand for me. So probably the majority of people wouldn't see it. And then he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
And what type of effect is
9.
this?
Oh, good. Huh?
What type of effect is this?
You can just make a
we'll see.
suggestion and tell him what.
So you suggest a course of activity limited to a sense or two and magically influence a creature you can see within range that can hear and understand you. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to charm.
We cannot speak any languages.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking to the person, not to the Megazord.
Well, the Megazords understand the languages of the creature attuned to it, but
Yeah.
they can't speak.
Well, there you
They
go.
just- they say something
Even
about
better. So
speaking.
he can't even say that he's being influenced.
And we do have advantage against spell effects.
So this last 8 hours.
Well, the regeneration only lasts 24, so hopefully it doesn't take that long.
So what is suggestion based
The suggestion
on
must be
sight,
worded in such a
sound?
manner. It's sound.
Okay.
That's why I was yelling.
Yeah, then you're good.
On a failed save, it pursues the course of action you describe to the best of its abilities
no.
on each of its turns. The suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration, 8 hours.
Oh,
So
no.
he's just gonna be sitting there like,
Oh,
yeah.
that's your suggestion.
Well,
Oh.
That's my suggestion is to
I
flex
really-
for the crowd. What do you mean?
Well, it depends. It depends if he's still considered a companion.
I mean, we're
What do you mean?
yeah,
Well, because it says if you or any of your companions
Okay.
damage the target, the spell ends.
yeah, so it would.
Oh,
So it'll buy him a turn.
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's mainly yeah, okay, yeah.
It'll
So
buy
it's
me
for one turn.
Yeah.
So what he might it actually kind of works out well then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he drops his gigantic sword, it clatters thunderously to the ground, and he goes, "Whoa," and just stops, like,
He does regenerate still.
in his big suit. He does
Yeah.
regenerate.
Yeah.
So that just means you get to hit him again.
Yeah, well, it's my turn.
Wow.
My next
And
turn.
while you're doing that, real quick, I need to refresh my Dr. Pepper.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna use the rest.
Okay.
Yeah. I need that.
Somebody yelled timeout during the fight. Oh no.
I got a pee too, so I'll wait till you get back.
I'm the only one that doesn't have to do anything. I guess I'll stand up and stretch. My watch yelled at me, so you know. Yeah, I bought this smartwatch for $40. Man, what a deal! The other smartwatch that I had was the Tick Watch, and it doesn't have a good battery life. It lasts maybe 12 hours, and that's just not good enough. This so far is at it's at that battery life. I don't know if you can see the green top right,
Mhm.
and it's been on since Friday.
Oh wow.
Friday morning. So, and I've had it on my wrist. You can monitor while you're sleeping.
Mhm.
It can do your blood oxygen levels. It can do your heart rate. It can do blood pressure.
Huh.
Do all kinds of stuff for
That's
$40.
neat.
What a fucking steal!
Right? I'll wait for David to come in.
Where's your watch?
I mean, I'm just sitting here.
Yeah,
Are we all taking bathroom breaks now?
I'm
I was
just
gonna say,
standing
what-
because everybody else just
I was
ran
gonna say
away.
Anyway, but then David beat me to that.
You should talk to the camera while we all take a bathroom.
Well, okay. It's a me, a Mario. So everybody's sleeping now. They're all going to sleep. It's just you and I. And yeah, we're here chilling together. So yeah, I didn't read all of suggestion for a second level spell. Well, I don't know. Saving him a turn might be the deal breaker, considering he. Well, now that I know that you can enhance people, I'm just gonna haste him. I'm just gonna haste David. I mean, you know, I was not going to haste him because it was going to be super obvious. But the fact that it's okay to mess with the fights is kind of like, I guess I'll just cast haste then on David. I don't know what Deldrick can do. I mean, maybe we could just attack it, but it's a pretty beefy unit, so I don't know. I was trying to see if I could do some kind of enhancement, like protection to David, but haste is about the only thing I get. I also found out that haste was a ranged attack.
What's up?
We're talking to the stream.
Wow, stop yelling at me.
God, I was
Jesus.
explaining some things.
God, doofus.
I found out that haste is a ranged ability. I thought it was a melee ability. I thought you'd have to be able to touch somebody to haste, like you touch yourself or somebody else.
Well, don't do that at the table, please.
But yeah, I mean, I can haste you. If I was gonna haste you in the beginning, but I didn't think that it was. I thought it would be frowned upon to be messing with the fights. But if it's allowed, then
Not even allowed.
hasting you will hasting you will give 2 AC and double attacks, or you get an additional action basically. So
Well, I don't know what you are in the initiative, so I don't know when I can get a second attack yet.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I imagine this. I mean, I'd probably cast a spell on your turn. and
Well,
then
you
I'd have
can.
to
Well,
wait.
you interrupted his turn first.
No, I cast it on your turn when you missed.
Okay. Is that like a reaction then?
Like, no,
Oh, okay. So you're on my initiative then.
I don't know. She just let me do it.
Yeah.
I don't think I have an initiative in this instance, but I figured it would be frowned upon to.
You would
Mess
think,
with the fight.
but people ought to kill each other, so you know.
Yeah, well. But yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, haste would be pretty obvious that you just got juiced from something because your speed becomes doubled, you get an extra attack every turn, and your AC is hard, better. So I was like, that seems like it'd be pretty obvious to the people watching the fights. They're like, wait, you just got like way juiced.
Yeah.
But I got you one turn, and then
Yeah, that saved me after the crit, and then the miss.
the crit and the miss is a really big swing.
That was
Getting you one turn back is like he missed, and then maybe next turn he'll miss, and then you'll be back to
We'll see.
even Stevens.
yeah,
Maybe you can crit,
hopefully.
because the only other thing that I got is haste that can help you. Unless I just start attacking you.
Yeah, I mean,
But plus 17 to hit, I mean, that is my AC without hasting, or without blade singing. So I have the same AC as the mech with blade singing. So with shield, it's 27, so he'd have a 50-50 chance of hitting me.
well, he wouldn't be hitting you,
If I hasted, I'd be at 24. Shield would be 29.
but
So that'd be an additional.
you wouldn't be in
so that'd
the
be a
ring.
60-40.
if
No,
you're
I said-
in the ring, he'd fucking kill you.
I said it,
he
well, no.
kicks you and does 12 damage.
Well, yeah, but again, he'd only have a 40% chance of hitting me if I were hasted and shield the attack.
What would your AC be?
29. So he'd have to. Yeah, it's a 60% chance to hit, or a 60% chance to miss. So it's decent.
It's I wouldn't.
But that'd be But the problem is if he hits me one time, then I'm
then you're
down.
fucked. And
I
all your
have, I have
spells
45
go away.
hit points, so
And it does 40,
about
12 plus
40
10.
damage a turn.
Yeah, somewhere between. I think so far we've done somewhere between
I can survive 2 hits.
29 and 48 damage. Well, and the 75
I
crit.
just gotta do 300 damage in 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, no, I mean I've done some. Come on. Just because I got one miss doesn't mean all of them missed. He's aware of my presence.
Oh, you put the curse out into the universe.
Oh, what happened?
You said you're not gonna miss.
No.
This is when the 4 bathrooms I have in my own house would come in handy.
Yeah, that one time.
Synchronized flushing.
When we all have to be.
Yeah.
So you're saying you're gonna host a game night soon? Is that what?
I'm always down for hosting shit.
Okay, cool.
I used to host my Saturday group at my house. Every
Where
other
do
Saturday.
you live again? Grand Central Station, something like that?
Columbia Station.
Columbia Station.
Grand Central Station.
She lives in one subway entrance.
Yes.
It's a big subway entrance.
Well, it's the grand one. Yeah.
And it's right. It's hard to lose because it's right in the center.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to host my Saturday group, and I would like make dinner for everybody. So like I would always like have something in the crock pot or like some casserole thing.
That is cool.
During the summertime, well, you were here. I sometimes do grill out.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Yeah, we
July
did that
4th one.
last summer.
I'll probably do the same thing here. I'll probably end up buying a better grill though, because I don't like the charcoal grill. As much as I like it, I don't. Either that or I'll get
charcoal grills are better than propane.
Well, they are, but they're hard to like
Kate
light.
Hill would disagree with you.
You have to.
I don't care. He's fictional.
You have to basically
Accessories.
get these
So, it's my go.
this thing
I
called the
reject.
dragon, the fire dragon thing. It's like a blow thing, and it makes it catch the charcoals on fire.
So
better.
when does he go on the initiative?
Well, he went. The other Zord just dropped his
So he
sword.
goes somewhere between me and the sword.
That's
then?
fine.
Okay.
This is just
So
casual.
So he dropped his sword. I'm gonna kick his sword away from him, and then slice at him,
That's the move.
and then get between him and the sword. So I do hit with a 25.
That's good.
Okay, so we got 25, 30, 40 damage. And then I'm gonna be between him and his sword. You see? Meow!
Kicking something away is that? I guess that would be part of your movement, kind of.
Yeah, because you can. It's like it's moving something. But I mean, like, it doesn't do anything. Like, because you could just walk. You could just go walk around you and get the sword. Like, you can't prevent him from getting a sword.
Well,
It might give you an attack of opportunity.
exactly, yeah.
no, because he's gonna circle around them.
But if I
Well,
kick the
depends where
sword,
it got kicked.
I imagine I kick the sword away far enough that if he tries, once he leaves the area to go get it, I get a swipe at him.
Oh, the sword that's like the size of the building.
Well, I mean, it's not the size of the building, literally.
You kick it and it's just like
He kicked it into the crowd.
Yeah. Oh no.
Everybody please
Alright.
roll a dex saving throw.
So my imagination is like, the sword is here.
Mhm.
Can't use these for a second. I'm here. He's here. If he goes around to get the sword, I get an attack of opportunity on him.
he bellows at you again and goes to give you a destructive fist to the face.
Yeah, that's
Drill
right, our
fist.
fists do the same amount as swords.
Are you destructive fisting, son?
Yes.
Oh, it actually misses. I got a 1.
Nice.
Oh
I
my
didn't go
goodness.
What?
I didn't go there on that one.
Oh.
Matt and then you.
That was just me?
Yeah.
It's just me?
Help out?
Damn it.
I feel like it's almost cheating to haste him.
So?
This is true.
But suggesting
It's
the
gonna
other
be
guy drop the
exciting.
sword.
I
that
was thinking about
But that was
kosher.
that's just a minor like
A minor inconvenience.
It's just a minor foible. Like this is like this is doubling his action economy versus a.
Jiggity juice.
I was thinking about creating water underneath the opponent
To
to try
make
to
him
make him
slip?
slip.
To make it
Uh,
rust.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll haste David. Fuck it, why not? David, you're hasted.
Cool.
Plus,
Two actions.
plus 2 AC, double the actions. You have advantage on dexterity saving throws. Your speed is doubled. Yeah.
Okay.
Two
so
more
it's my
AC.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm trying to think. So he tried to hit.
Oh,
me.
hang on one second. What do you look like when you're casting haste?
It is verbal, somatic, and materials. So, I take out a shaving of
Go
licorice,
Go fast.
shaving of licorice root, and kind of go, and it kind of floats through the wind.
Be fast.
And then the magic goes as it takes off, and then it kind of like goes into his mouth as he eats the licorice and goes.
He's like, he's like, they can't see you.
He's invisible.
Move fast. They can't
That's how
see you move
invisibility
so
works.
fast.
You go fast enough.
Yeah.
Well, Barry does that.
Yes. All right. The teenagers around you are like, yeah, man, yeah. All right, now it's your turn.
Okay, so I get two actions. I will.
Snap.
I regen. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, so
Invisibility is touch. Plus, he would just attack and it would go away.
I will.
Why it's down, Johnny? Restart the fight.
So on my first hit, just gonna do sword swiping.
He's the goodest boy.
Okay, so I do hit.
The best of boys.
Ooh, that's a lot of 6s and 7. So that's 19, 20, 38 damage. And then on my second hit, I'm going to. Are you familiar with the wrestling move, a Hurricane Rana? Okay, so I'm gonna jump up, like,
You
have
can just
hit-
assume wrestling. No.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump and I'm gonna have my legs land on like his shoulders,
Oh.
and then I'm gonna do a backflip so that his head hits the ground.
Uh-huh.
It's called a Hurricane Rana.
I'm surprised you're not into Japanese wrestling.
I do hit.
There is one wrestling anime that I can think of, but just one. It's ladies wrestling, so it's a whole lot of.
So I do
TNA, unfortunately.
46 damage.
I mean, Dragon Ball Z could be considered cartoon wrestling. I don't know if it's an anime, isn't it? Is Dragon Ball Z an anime?
Yeah.
Or is it just a cartoon?
It is an anime. They're all the same. Cartoons are anime.
No.
It's like jets and planes.
No.
Wow.
All anime are cartoons, not all cartoons are anime.
Alright.
All jets are planes, but not all planes are jets.
Alrighty, so he's going to punch you back. He's pretty.
He would.
He's pretty rough. Pretty rough. All dented up.
He might not. He has more chance to miss now.
Fire is dimming. How does he have more chances?
Because I have +2 AC from him.
A 10% chance to miss.
24, I think.
That is
Oh.
my C.
Oh!
Yeah, he hits.
What does that say? Meets it, beats it.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright. 24, 34.
Is that the slogan for Grindr?
Yeah.
Meets it,
Beats
what? That was clever. 51.
I don't think she would know about that though.
What?
Like, why would she be on Grindr?
I mean, you don't have to be on it to know about it. It's
I
like
mean,
a
I know what
cultural.
it is.
Yeah,
It's like a
but,
cultural thing.
But
at this
she wouldn't
point.
know the motto. You don't.
I don't know if that's the
It's
motto.
not
It would just work.
He's just. David.
Meets it, beats it.
Okay, so it's
Welcome
my
to
go
Grindr.
If I meets
All
it,
right.
I beats it.
Or Matt, if he has anything else to do this turn.
Nah, I'm good.
So, I will.
I can only waste so many spells. You're right. You got it.
I'm gonna do a kind of like a twin strike thing. I'm gonna like wind up and elbow him, and then keep going, and then do like a palm strike, continuing the spin.
Nice.
So the first hit hits, and the second hit
that's
will. Is that 21? It misses. Okay, so I miss on the palm strike.
At least they didn't end up being those like wrestling strikes where they slap their chest and nothing
Yeah.
happens, and they're like, "What?"
So that was another 39 damage.
Describe how you take him down.
Well, okay, so I'm gonna do the whole wind up. I'm like, okay, elbow him, go for the palm strike, and as I'm spinning, I turn to see it like he's already down. Like that's why I miss. So it's like, oh, I did it!
When it falls backwards.
Want to yell? Take it off the top rope!
People's elbow.
Yeah! From the top rope!
The circus elbow. We can't use trademarked material.
The elf's elbow.
The elvish bow.
Okay,
Elf's
that's
bow.
the name of your tavern, the Dwarven Elbow.
Give him the Flock Ronson!
Drop a elbow.
When he falls back, you feel the ground shake all the way up in the seating, and the crowd goes absolutely nuts. The showstopper levitates back down a little bit, and then says, "Come on, let's take your victory lap," and walks you around the arena to, like everybody wants to touch
I'm
you.
gonna like prance like a show cat or something. Like
Like, wait, I won it. Now I gotta
wait,
run
like
around.
the tail's wagging as I go back and forth. Sassy as all hell.
Well, after a minute, you're gonna feel real sad. You're gonna be like... for like 6 seconds, and then you'll be alright.
Okay.
That's funny.
So like I just stop and step. Like, oh,
Can't
yeah,
move.
okay,
Alright,
we're back.
After a couple of laps around, he says, "Alright, that's it. You can stop riding." And both of the mighty servants kind of power down, change back into that solid black, and the hatches pop open.
All right,
You're not ejected, but
Okay,
it's
yeah.
pretty clearly inviting you to step out.
I'm gonna
Get
hop
the
out
heck out of here.
and like, yeah, hello, yes, I am your champion.
They're pretty surprised to see a lion man stepping out, but everyone just thinks this is really cool.
Oh, he looks just like his fucking zombie.
They are pretty happy to see the other guy too, but they're throwing a few of them
I'm
are
gonna-
throwing that Balooz, the poisonous gas stuff at him.
I'm gonna go towards him and offer.
A slight fire genasi man steps out, and he'll shake your hand too. And good fight.
Good fight. Name is Hinge?
Hinge.
Oliver.
Oliver. Nice. Wonderful to meet you.
It was a valiant
GG.
fight. I feel like it might have gone a different way had it been one-on-one alone.
Maybe?
Maybe. I felt a little bit of a force over me. I don't know what was guiding me, but it was strong. It might have been my gods.
Hope to fight again one day.
Yes.
Alright.
Are you aware of Ginger?
What's Ginger?
It's a
The
root.
greatest god in the
Here we
multiverse.
go.
It's been a while, okay?
Alright, I'm gonna go get a drink.
Get a ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
It's named after.
It's canon.
Nice to meet you, Oliver. I need to get out of this before they throw more
Yeah.
of this crap at me.
Hopefully you dodge some of those bullets.
There's a dog. You have a dog too here?
It's not my dog. It's
Is there a tomato
It's a beast
anywhere
of a
nearby?
Tomato?
tomato. He wants to
Give a
make some
perception
pasta.
Tomatoes, eh?
18.
Sure, you can find all sorts of discarded produce as well as
Get your cabbage and
balloons,
tomato, eh?
cotton candy, sticky
Tomato on a
cotton candy,
stick.
gum, popcorn.
Now that
Fancy a tomato
now,
on a
now that
stick.
Hinge is out of the
One
because
red
I
ticket.
want to throw a tomato at him
Alright.
because he lost.
He deserves it.
Yeah. What? I don't know what.
Well, it's his
Just roll your
naturalism.
attack
Am I
at a
proficient in
plain attack.
tomatoes?
No, plain attack.
Well, a
No
natural
proficiency.
16. A natural 16 with
Okay.
proficiency makes it 19.
But he wouldn't get proficiency. He
One
would just
part-
get dexterity bonus.
So 18.
What part of his body do you want? How do you want to do this?
I just want to hit him in the head
Okay.
while he's talking to him.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'll be
I'm
like,
like, you suck.
Hopefully you dodge some of those bullets.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Evil deed
man.
for the day accomplished, and the tomato just soaks down his face, and he's like, I really need a drink.
Yeah, go take a shower.
Walks away like just very sad, like Michael Cera and Arrested Development.
Best of luck in future endeavors.
See you tomorrow.
Really nice.
Take care.
Okay, good. I was gonna have you back if you try to get wily.
He
I was gonna
he
blame
could.
that guy again.
It was probably Roger.
That guy's throwing tomatoes.
That guy's casting spells. Get him.
There is some confusion here between the like rounds. This was the opening act. Lights go up a little bit as vendors come in to sell food. People are going to the food. This is
I got my 20 tickets, right?
Yes, and the showstopper will hand you your 20 tickets. This would be the most opportune time to do something in the confusion.
Guess it's time to wait. I don't know what to
What
do.
are we doing?
I'm gonna go
Leaving?
back to the
Escaping?
entrance of the tent.
We're just
I'm gonna go
leaving?
back to the
Yeah.
entrance of the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we're in the crowd, so I'm
Well,
assuming
I'm
you
going-
saw us in the
Yeah.
crowd.
We'll see him
I don't
making his
know
way
if
to
I
the
saw you.
entrance of the tent, and we'll go out there.
Yeah, we'll go out.
I cannot I would assume since Hinge mentioned the dog that they're in the audience. Then
She was holding it up, so I
Yeah.
kind of made it made me think that he was right there. You know?
okay.
Yeah, we'll go
So
out.
I'm gonna wave
We
at you
can't
guys,
miss Sirius. He's
and then like
freaking
head to
huge.
the entrance.
Yeah, we'll go out the mains, and I guess I'll keep an eye out for Myrna and her brother.
We'll quickly catch up to you.
Okay.
Nice.
So we're leaving soon, right?
And now,
Yeah. I mean, we probably could try to leave now.
Okay. I got your message, but obviously I was busy with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
is
You
your
did real good there, bud.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, is your friend around?
Maybe.
I mean, he was invisible last time I talked to him. So he told me to meet him.
At the back, right where you were before.
Yeah. So come on, let's go back in the back. So we'll go around the back.
All right.
Are you doing so stealthily? Are you?
I was gonna suggest
Yeah.
we'd probably
I
try
can
to
cast Pass Without a Trace on us.
probably try
I'm
to
going to
slink into the darkness.
If you want me to.
I'm going to
Become part of the crowd, slink into the darkness.
like cover
Set her
my
up.
face with some of my extra clothes. Like just because I just won, I might be recognizable now.
Yeah, I've got that purple robe on, so I'm gonna
Oh, yeah,
put
I
the
just
hood up.
realized I think
Alrighty.
I only put myself twice.
Well, I'm casting Pass Without a Trace on us. So.
The purple robe that you have does match the showstoppers.
Good. So you blend in.
Yeah.
All right. So stealth jacks.
At 10.
Oh.
Ah! Ooh, okay.
Pretty good.
Oh wait, I'm not Kiara. My stealth sucks in this game.
25.
I got 25 also.
Two 25s.
27.
Oh,
27.
can you get a single double digit? Is that double digits yet?
Nope.
Oh.
That makes it a 15.
Oh wow.
I rolled a 4.
Mm.
Very nice.
And
Oh,
serious.
plus-
Well, luckily.
Oh, serious.
I'll say
Has to roll
325
a
or 25, 25, 27, 15 is still pretty high.
Pretty decent.
And
Oh, he got better than I did.
he's super
Of course he
stealthy.
did.
He's a
22. We're serious.
Is that your Mercer dice?
Yeah, the one that I don't know how I got it.
Yeah.
What?
I think I accidentally
Yeah.
took someone's dice.
Oh.
Fucking thief.
Oh, mother. Fuck.
Thiefer.
Going around the back, you do see Conrad looking.
Do we
kinda-
see it?
You see Conrad.
Okay.
Um,
This is Conrad Fatty.
Conrad Fatty. Tell your Fatty. But he only sees River at this point.
Whoa.
He
Oh, we stealth past.
Oh, because
Yeah.
of the stealth.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because my
he only has
stealth
eyes
sucks.
for River.
Oh,
It's about
you
time River gets some
love her.
action.
It's like, hey.
Well, she has the dog, but you know,
Well,
legalities.
Taboo.
whatever
only,
happens.
I did
only in
enjoy-
certain regions.
What happens in Faerun stays in Faerun.
I did enjoy when I was watching the stream. I don't remember what the conversation exactly was, but somebody was like, well, it's just gonna be Radagast and River and her dog. and then you were like, well, I mean, I guess the dog. I was like, ouch!
You win some, you lose some.
I guess.
So he sees you and he's looking around, like obviously looking for something, and he sees you and just because he doesn't know he's looking for you. So.
Oh.
Oh, hey Conrad.
Oh, we're just gonna like jump on him like boo.
Well, I mean, like we still have to be able to hide behind something. So if he's in the open, we can't. We're still
You
seeing.
blended right into the crowd so seamlessly.
Because I have
that-
clothes covering my face. I'd be like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna keep
It's
my head.
me.
I'm just gonna keep my head down and keep moving.
Is there like a program for the show?
I don't have one printed out, but no, there's just posters that you've seen so far. Did you?
Oh, okay.
You
Well, then
want
with
The
a
movie
poster, I'll
posters.
do that like newspaper thing.
yeah, that's what I was doing with my
where there's,
clothes.
like a slot in it, and I'm just like.
These are the talking posters too. So
Just, like, standing
It's
there.
really awkward.
Come with me. Come
Yeah.
with me.
I'm trying.
with Deldrick's feet. Okay.
Yeah, I whisper to Conrad like, "Hey Conrad, we're all here.
Oh.
Where are we going?"
All right. So remember, the plan is we go in, we go our separate ways. All I want is the head of that beast, that ant lion.
Wait, the
You
lion.
gotta get that
Yeah,
mallet.
it's his pet. I forgot to mention that part. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways.
You get that mallet of Heckna's
Uh huh.
Mallet of
and
Heckna.
smash your way out of here.
Yeah.
And then you leave that weapon behind.
Yeah.
All right. We both get what
You
we
say
want.
that like you're gonna leave it behind.
100
Totally.
Do a
100%.
deception check.
Absolutely.
100.
Roll deception, please. He's gonna insight check.
No, I would.
Like, I'm
would
like, you're not gonna leave that behind. You're gonna snatch it.
Deal?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
Of course. I've already done my evil deed for the day. We're good.
All right.
If this lasts over 12 hours, though, I can't
So
be
we
so
got
certain.
a girl, lion,
I'll hide it.
Well, I'm a male lion.
a girl, a lion,
A witch in a wardrobe, yeah.
poster,
And a puppy.
a puppy, a
doggy.
dog, big dog, and
But not a big cat.
I don't have a trophy of one of those yet.
Whoa,
you will
whoa,
not
whoa,
get
whoa,
one today,
whoa,
sir.
And the gnome.
I like
No.
this guy.
Alrighty.
Oh, you're the no. Who's the no?
So
Who the fuck's
here's
a
what
no?
you need to do. And so
Uh-huh.
somebody might want to take notes. When you go in,
There.
you enter the fun house.
Go
Hold on.
in.
We go.
In. Enter
Go in.
funhouse.
Go to the fun
Enter.
house.
And
You're
You're gonna
dance.
go through puzzle known as the Hall of Mirrors.
Hall of Mirror
This is eventually going to take you to the arcade.
Arcade. We'll probably stay there for a bit.
And you can find the monster's lair, in the arcade.
Monster within. Okay.
I plan to fight that monster head on,
Fight it on?
but you might just want to use my attack as a distraction to find that mallet.
Okay.
That mallet is your way out of here.
Find
I like it.
mallet.
The room beyond the lair contains a miniature version of the Revelia that,
Beyond
when you
is-
hit it with this particular mallet, is going to allow you to escape.
Break.
Got it?
Yeah.
Alrighty, I will meet up with you in the monster lair because I have other business to attend to in the funhouse.
Question.
I'm going to insight check everything you just said.
Why does this mallet specifically have to be used to break the little model city?
Heckna's. This is his magic.
Okay,
Yeah.
so built in the volcano, die in the volcano. I gotcha.
guess.
Oh, you use the
50.
mallet to break the mini version of what's in there.
Yes.
He's not telling you everything, but nothing about this rings false.
All right.
He didn't tell you how awesome the arcade's gonna be.
Or how, like, you know. So, do we know where Heckna is at the moment?
Are you asking Conrad?
Yes.
I don't know.
Oh, isn't Heckna the guy
all
the
around.
showstopper? Or no? Heckna had the floating head. Can I recall what he looks like then?
Oh yeah, he's on all the posters too.
Is he on one of these?
He's the guy in the bottom
He's
left.
the bottom left.
Clown.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
he's nice.
No.
Very
And we
evil
have
Loki.
the two. We
I
have
get
the
evil
two
Loki
right?
vibes.
I'm sorry.
Do we have the two
Don't cry.
Oh, Loki.
Are you down to clown?
I hate
Oh,
clowns.
God.
I fucking hate clowns so much.
All right, to the funhouse.
To the fun house.
House of Mirrors.
Yes, the
Oh,
Hall of
mirrors.
Mirror.
Already off to a bad start, Nate.
Well, the
To
fun
the
house.
fun house.
Yeah, the
we,
fun
have
house
to,
is.
we have to enter the
Sure.
funhouse
Yeah,
where the
enter
hall.
the funhouse.
Yeah.
So
And
he
then go
lifts
find the
up
Hall of
the.
Mirrors.
I took the notes step by step, Jamie.
Same.
Okay.
Where's Profit though? the-
Step 1, enter funhouse.
Oh,
Step
I got
two.
two.
But
Step-
Profit
I
is
think
nowhere on here.
Profit is you get home.
Oh, okay.
Step
Profit
one is always what do. Then
Myrna,
underneath that, you have bullet points.
Myrna and her brother say, "What do you want us to do?"
Follow along, stay quiet, and unless you guys have any particular talents you can assist with.
Follow.
Here's the
can
thing:
dance.
if they stay within,
He said that just like in Fable.
Yeah.
Follow.
Follow.
Wait.
Follow. Short distance. Try not to get hit.
All right.
What, probably like, what, 2 to 3 meters?
What's a
okay,
meter?
if you all stay within 30 feet, if your new friends stay within 30 feet of me, they can get the pass without a trace too, because that lasts an hour.
Got that?
Yes.
Good.
So stay within 30 feet, and you will be.
Well, they should also make stealth checks then. I forgot they were even here.
Yeah,
Well-
I forgot they were with us.
Well, that was to get to where we're going. Now we probably have to make another one to get to the.
Well,
Some
it
fun
depends on
ants.
what you want to do inside there. Conrad crouches down, looks around, and lifts up the curtain. The Hall of Mirrors is featured here.
Oh, good.
So
There
okay,
we
fun
go.
step 1. Yeah, it's gonna be no time.
Is there anything else we need to know before we go in there? Just make sure we cover all the bases.
Hall of Mirrors, arcade, mallet, smash the mini.
Got it.
You didn't. You left out the monster on that run through.
Well, he's taking care of the
The
monster.
monster is in the arcade.
I'll
He's
meet you in the
attacking.
monster lair.
He's also taking care of it. He said he was going to take it head
He's gonna
on.
use that as the distraction.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we don't have to fight
How
it.
big is
Correct.
this mallet? Like, who's gonna wield it?
I don't know.
I'm pretty strong.
Okay.
If it's a miniature, it can't be like...
Well, no, the city, like the carnival mini is a
Yeah.
miniature.
Obviously,
Yeah.
if we have to like sneak to get the mallet,
Maybe one of us must be worthy to lift
come
this
on.
mallet.
That's true.
come on, come on.
All right. What is your marching order going in?
I can be.
I
Who's
have
the-
to.
Who is the most perceptive amongst us?
I'm not.
I don't know, but I'm gonna be at the back so that
My
I can
passive
kind of
perception is
keep
9.
an eye on
Minus
my-
13.
Well,
Mine is 17.
so you're probably you. What's yours?
I'm at the back because I'm keeping an eye on
Okay.
Myrna and her brother.
Cool, cool. So...
But I only have a 16 AC, so why are you putting the druid in front?
I could be next to you.
I mean,
could
my
be in
AC
front
is
of her.
15.
My AC's only 17.
But like, you gotta also think if we're going through anywhere, anything can hit us from the sides. Being in
Yeah.
front doesn't really matter.
Is it single file?
And plus, I got
For now?
Okay.
I got shield, so I can protect you.
Alright, I'll go
I
first.
believe I have
Do
that.
you all have dark vision?
Yeah, protection.
I do.
Do Genasi?
I am only Yonin.
I
Do I
believe
have
so.
dark vision?
I do not have dark vision. Which if
I
it's a
do.
water Genasi, you would. Stupid.
I
I
do have
guess
dark
so.
vision.
Yes, I have basic dark vision.
I'm fairly certain gnomes do. Like, now everybody's making me double check mine. Because now I don't
Deldrick
remember.
does.
Yes.
Myrna and her brother do.
I was about to say if they're tieflings,
Yeah, they definitely do.
River does not.
So yeah, I can be
Dark
in front.
vision, yes.
Just or I can be behind you guys. Turn
Direwolves have
left. Turn
dark
left.
vision?
I have superior vision in
Stop.
dark and dim
Camera.
conditions.
Okay, this is a dim condition as you enter.
Okay.
Very little lighting.
So I can see, if it's dim, then I can see as if it was bright light.
Do you have like a Hall of Mirrors video for like so we can like turn left and then like the game sim
Wow,
turn
his
left?
passive is pretty good.
But I do want to ask. I think there's a mirror song on Sirens.
Hmm.
It's a song of reflection. Oh, what happened? Why, did my Mac just freeze?
Yes.
Well, I can't use the touchpad anymore, so...
Ruh-roh.
Okay, I need everybody to roll a 1d4
That's
as you enter.
good.
please.
1d4?
D4?
I love it. I'm in. I subscribe to everything that includes 1d4s.
3.
4. I hope we all get different numbers.
1.
Oh, this is on me!
Don't fuck it! 2!
Yeah!
Split the party!
So American Right, I guess you got what?
3.
3.
I got 4.
Oh, 1, 2,
We literally 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
I hope that's great.
I hope that's
Great.
Bonus!
You go into the thing, immediately splits for different parties.
Yep.
Shit!
Well, then we also need
the people
Sirius
with him.
and then the 2 people with
Oh,
us.
this is true.
And Conrad.
Well, Conrad's not with us.
Oh, yeah, I thought he
He's
was
gonna
running that.
go to the arcade and distract.
Do I need to roll
Oh, yeah,
a
he has
D4
other
for
stuff to
Sirius?
attend to.
Yes.
What if
Sirius might
Conrad-
go with someone else?
No,
What if-
Sirius stays with me.
What if,
He
well,
only listens to me.
he hopes to stay with you until he rolls a different
Hey, we both rolled a 1.
Hey.
Wonderful. That's perfect. Perfect. Okay. So 1. Okie dokie.
Do I need this
find
stuff?
Oh, you. Yeah.
No. You find yourself in a 30-foot long, 10-foot wide tunnel that is pitch black. The floor is dotted with tiny stars, and the effect overall is like walking through the void of space. The tunnel leads...
Oh god.
Oh no, why? The tunnel leads on.
It hurts.
Walking through, you find a small 8-foot wide room comprised of 3 walls in a triangular shape. Once you step inside the room, there's no point of egress other than backtracking through the tunnel. What do you do? You're serious.
Well, you said there's nothing. I'd have to backtrack. It's the only thing I can do to get out of here, right?
Perception check for 9.
I was just checking that Wendy's.
Yeah.
Did you say
21.
already?
Alrighty.
I had to reset. some
On
of these
each
tabs.
wall is a long vertical mirror, about 12 feet tall and 3 feet wide. Looking in, you notice that the mirror glass warps the appearance of you and Sirius.
It's like a funhouse mirror.
He looks like a big fat doggy.
Oh, chunky dog.
You look kind of drawn out and bony, like a water hag.
Cool.
With that high of a perception check, you notice that the reflective glass in the mirror frame ripples slightly.
I was about to be like, I don't put my hand.
You might not want to now.
I know. No.
Yeah,
Well, is anybody else with me, or
Nope.
is just this?
Just you two.
Did you
How did-
roll
how did we
for?
veer
Did
off?
you roll for the 2?
I did.
Okay, sweet.
How did we veer off from the group, though?
it's a fun
Magical
mouse house.
distraction.
Okay, so all of a sudden I just find me and Sirius alone.
Yep.
In this room of mirrors. Cool.
You've entered a super high level magic user's domain. So yeah.
Fuck. What do I have on my person? I want to take what's in an explorer's pack? There's
Stuff.
I know, something small.
Do you have a rope?
I
I
think
don't
what
want
come
something
with
as
the
big as a
rope,
rope.
Like an ink.
I'm thinking like a ball bearing or
Quill?
something, but I don't think that comes in an explorer's pack.
I have-
Explorer's pack,
I have
backpack,
both.
bedroll, mess kit, tinderbox, torches, rations, water skin, 53 rope.
Alright, tinderbox is just what?
Tinderbox is isn't that that's the thing to light the torches?
Yeah.
So I think of like flint kind
Like
of
the
thing.
side of a matchbox.
Yes.
It's not gonna help me do anything. Fuck it, I'm gonna
Can-
take out.
Oh wait, no, that's pre.
I'm gonna take out I'm gonna take another piece of pocket bacon, and I'm gonna try to chuck it at the mirror that has like the wavy.
Okay.
To see if it goes through.
Sirius just runs through the mirror.
No, I tell him to stay.
Roll a d4.
Roll a d4. Where'd my d4 go? 2.
A piece of pocket bacon pops out at Oliver's feet.
Oh, nice.
Best haul of mirrors ever.
Okay, now I just need to find the burrito one.
Oliver snaps at your hand as you throw it. Like, why did you just throw away my food?
No, not Oliver. I'm
Sirius.
Oliver.
Oh, sorry, Sirius.
God! Worst thing you can do
Oliver's
is
like,
mix me up with that goddamn dog.
Alrighty.
So there's a part of me that like wants to go through because Jen knows it's not going to kill me, but that's metagaming.
So you don't even know what happened to the bacon.
Yeah, I
You
didn't know
just
what
see it
happened to
go-
the bacon.
You just see it go away.
You hear loud noises of the bacon screaming. Ah, bacon is in pain!
I'm just gonna make a mental note of that, and I'm gonna back out of the room. Do any of the other mirrors do that, or is that the only one?
You can try.
No, I don't want to waste the pocket bacon. I only have a handful.
I only have an infinite supply.
I don't. I picked up some this morning when we left the inn. Like I have
when
to.
we killed the pocket pig.
I have to like replenish my stash every morning.
Yeah. So you back out through the long hallway with the stars dotted everywhere. Your entrance is gone.
Walls.
The only way out is through.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna look at Sirius and be like, well, I guess we need to find everybody else. I don't know what's gonna happen! And I'll go back into the room and I will put my hand through the mirror first.
Okay. Roll a d4.
Oh, it
Different every
changes!
time.
Oh no!
Get wrecked.
Oh no! What is that? It's a 1.
It's in your room. Like you reach out and then you feel someone touch the back of your head.
You don't see your hand go anywhere. Nothing happens to your hand.
She reaches out like that, and then another hand pokes her in the eyes.
It comes back through. Three Stooges.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna step through it.
Alright.
And I'm gonna grab Sirius and pull him with me.
Since you have him, you are touching him.
Yeah.
You guys both pop back into that room.
Yeah, fuck.
Who would have thought?
Okay.
Well, at this point, River's probably like, I'm stuck.
Game over. Gotta find a pocket bacon plan.
Well,
She just sits down in the middle of the room.
Thinking about this, we're
Yes.
going to move on to room
Well,
number 2.
that's fine.
Okay.
You come into a square room. All 4 walls are covered with different mirrors of various shapes and sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Okay. I see bacon fly at me.
Yes.
Like, okay. Am I able to discern via distance which mirror might not be the closest mirror to me?
This room is a perfect square, 20 feet by 20 feet. Mirrors cover every inch of the walls and vary in design.
So it's not even like there's hallways to go through. You just go through the mirrors.
Yes.
Ooh, that's dangerous. Okay, I'm gonna approach each mirror and see like what kind of effects each mirror has.
Some of the mirrors are oval and have ornate frames. Others are strange and abstract.
Do any of them keep me like? Because I'm assuming some of them are going to be altering me by making me look fatter, thinner, shorter, taller. Do any of them keep me looking normal?
Make an investigation check.
Why'd they get tribal all of a sudden?
I don't know.
It's tribal
I like
mirrors, dude.
I like it.
It has nothing to do with like Funhouse though.
Investigation. Ooh, 16.
Like, what happened?
I feel like an old man when it comes to the music thing. Because I'm like, in my day, we didn't have music when we played.
I don't care for the music at all, honestly. If it's not on, I don't care.
I hate dead air.
Okay, well, get some AirPods.
No, I'm good.
If I ever DM, there's no. Sorry, SoundCloud or
Alright.
Soundscape, whatever it is.
These 4
Sirens.
walls, every mirror,
Soundscape.
or every wall is covered with just a lot of mirrors. It's
Yes.
not just one solid mirror. And as you look around, each mirror captures your reflection, and it stays on there like a camera, but
Okay.
is expressive. So if you make a face, it picks up that expression and takes it. So if you smile, it's like, if
Okay.
you frown, it's going to go, "Arr."
Okay.
and make different.
I'm gonna make
faces.
each one a little different.
And then you lose the ability to smile.
I've lost my smile.
Yeah.
Do you need a ponytail? Maybe?
Oh, I have one in my hair.
Oh, okay.
I'm just holding on to it.
Yeah, don't lose it.
I lost my smolder.
Eventually, you find an oval mirror that expands and yawns into a very large mirror.
Well, I'm gonna poke at it.
Okay. The surface ripples.
Okay. Well, this is the only thing I have to go on, so let's. If you're gonna do it full force. Walk through.
Roll a d4.
Okay.
Come.
Ah, I didn't go in the box. 4. Okay.
Alright, so we'll pause there for you.
Go to room 3.
It's not exactly like you'd think, so...
Oh,
it's
maybe not room
interesting.
3. Oh.
Alright, Deldrick.
Yeah.
Maybe, okay, I think I know what you mean by that.
You don't know nothing.
No, I think I do.
No.
Oh, come on.
Oh, hold on,
Here,
okay.
I got you. I got you.
That's 2 weeks in a row I've made you throw
No!
paper on the
Oh my
floor.
God.
I tried to give that to you. I was so close.
Thank you, thank God. Okay, Deldrick. You enter the...
Why don't
I can even go for
Recycle it, at least.
Alright.
Saving the planet.
You enter a small room and hear raucous laughter. 3 people are illuminated by a low-hanging chandelier.
Oh, good.
Just,
What are they doing?
swing. Swing, swing, swing.
You found
There
friends.
are 3 showstoppers sitting around a table playing a game of rummy.
The card game?
Yes. A beam of light shines down from a mirrored chandelier overhead.
Oh.
There's a kind of a 6-foot radius of shadow around the table. There's another mirror on the wall directly across from the mirror through which you entered.
Take a look behind me.
It's just a mirror behind you. And you guys all still have Cast Without a Trace, right?
Well,
No,
they're,
if
they're
we're in-
because we're
outside
not-
30
yeah.
feet of me.
If we're in
Yeah.
30 feet.
It doesn't work anymore.
Well, I'm looking to see if Myrna and her brother are there or not.
Oh yeah, they follow you on.
Okay, okay.
Oh, that's convenient.
Both of them.
Yeah.
I kind of like give a look to Myrna and her brother, like, any idea what's going on here? Eldrick to the rescue again. I slowly approach the table. Just like a casual walk up to it and see if the figures notice me or take any notice.
Okay. They do notice you, and one turns. They all have the same like pale, drawn face. Oh, newbies, come join us.
10 tickets gets you a hand.
What are you playing?
Yeah.
Playing a game of guess the card.
Oh, that's not rigged at all.
Yeah, my favorite.
Best 2 out of 3.
Given I look
Exodia
over,
the Forbidden One. It's always Exodia the Forbidden One.
I give another look to Myrna and her brother. Like, anything at all?
I've never been in here.
Sounds fun, boys. I'll take a seat.
Okay. They just look around awkwardly.
They invited you. Why is it awkward for them?
No,
Alright.
the
No, it's the
siblings.
other
Oh.
All right, deal me in. I'll set up the table, whatever, however this works.
Okay. All
Do you have an
right.
actual playing deck for this game to be played?
I do not.
Oh.
It looks a little different from
There
where
is
where
one
I'm
over
from.
If you wanted actual cards.
Sure.
Underneath the critical deck.
No.
Okay.
They
Just kidding.
shuffle
They're
a
gonna
deck.
cheat anyway. They're gonna cheat anyway. Don't worry about it.
Freaking cheaters.
Shuffle a deck, and the one guy, we'll call him Guy A.
As you do.
Normal human male.
Call
number
him
one.
Guy Fieri.
Says, I've drawn a number. Guess what it is. That's 2 out of 3.
What's the ante?
Yeah, what's the ante? 1 ticket.
just practicing right now.
Okay.
11.
Oh no!
You guessed it twice! Congratulations! You did 2 out of 2!
You overachiever.
Yeah.
2 out of 1! That's
Yeah.
great!
Oh, that's.
Well, hold on, you said he had 2 guesses. You showed him on the first one.
That was no best 2 out of 3, and that was our practice.
Oh,
round.
okay. I thought you had 2 chances on the same guess. Okay.
I don't understand. Oh, because I'm looking at the wrong page.
Who would have thought a hat could be a container, too?
Got dice box on the go. Just wear this hat
Just gotta
everywhere.
have all your dice on top of your head.
Yeah.
Alright. We'll let you through the other mirror if you want to pass through, or if you guess the next number correctly. Between
Let me through.
1 and 20.
Oh, gonna have to go with 11.
Miss!
Alright.
But that isn't a 4, just an 11 with a few extra lines.
Now, I'll make this easier for you. You seem to be struggling. And we'd like to...
This is between 1 and 10. 11.
We'd like to eventually bet some tickets. We don't get a whole lot of entertainment in here.
Oh.
Between 1 and 20.
You better pick
Don't
11.
do it! Don't do it!
Well,
Roger.
11. Oh, wait, are you kidding?
No, it was 14!
I rolled a 14!
That doesn't mean anything! You
It's
said
awesome!
11!
It's awesome!
You said 11!
If you would have went with the 14, he would have had it.
Yeah, you would have!
I would have blown all your minds.
Doesn't it suck to like go with the joke opposed to go with the story?
Nope.
Alright, well, friend, that was incredibly boring. I recommend you go back the way you came.
I recommend you learn other numbers.
I agree.
11.
And I kind of like
11.
give a signal to them and I dash to the other mirror.
Okay, there.
Not the one I came through.
The one that you passed very close to is going to try to grab at least one of you. Ooh, ooh la la. Alright, 2 hands snag your clothes as you dash by. Do you want to engage in a
Your barrel
fight
rug.
here?
I rip off the purple robe.
Ooh,
Take it.
nice. Nice.
Oh, I thought it was your bearing. I forgot you were wearing that.
Purple robe coming in clutch twice.
Very nice, very nice. Alright. You
All
dash
yours, brother.
through and leave behind a purple robe. Roll a d4 as you pass through the mirror.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1. Come on.
2.
Damn it.
Never see other people ever again.
I know. River just thinks she's stuck right now.
Yeah. I'm telling you, just find bacon plant seeds. Or pocket bacon seeds.
All right, you do at
Grow
least
a
have
new
a
tree.
You do.
Get on with life.
You do kind of have a clue though about not being stuck, because there's no bacon where you came out.
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
didn't
just
notice.
came back into the room I was in.
Did
Yeah,
you say,
exactly.
What
There's no
did you
pocket
say?
bacon.
2.
Okay, thank you.
2.
Rather guess.
I have a 4.
You find yourself in a simple rectangular room, painted black with white stripes that glow faintly. This room is unfurnished and unoccupied.
Oh, good.
There's a lion and stuff coming to the room?
Not yet.
Okay.
3 duplicates of yourself appear in this room.
I didn't cast mirror image.
You don't have to, you're in the hall of mirror image.
I cast mirror image, is there now 9 of me?
How many mirrors are on the wall?
There's at least one other brick on the wall.
Okay, what do you do?
I raise my hand.
Roll for initiative.
Speak.
I just raised my hand to see if anyone
You
got me.
angered the gods!
How dare you raise your hand at me, good sir!
You have been chosen. Roll initiative.
All right, I'll roll initiative.
You said you had the answer.
All right, 16.
What is your dex mod?
2.
Oh, so they don't go out to do it.
I
I
raised
hate
my
you so much.
Roll initiative. That's beautiful.
Jamie, watch what Matt's about to do.
The way I roll my initiative, I go.
Oh.
Oh man.
Oh, that's gonna be one for Instagram.
I can't wait to leave.
What is Redigus initiative?
16.
16. Wonderful.
Oh.
Alright. That is... Okay, they all move to attack you, and Mirror Image B gets to go first, but I don't know anything about you, so...
What do you do on your turn? It's gonna do that.
I don't know. I don't know
If you were gonna
I don't know
attack
what abilities
somebody
they have.
who just raised their hand,
Chop their hand off.
how would you approach?
Please.
Can
Well,
Mirror
I know that
Images
in
cast-
this culture, it is the most, rude to raise your hand.
Clearly.
Rudest.
Yeah.
In the
Raising your hand is like giving someone the middle
in the
finger.
funhouse culture, raising your hand is whew,
Yeah. You don't want
insulting.
to
Mirror
Never
images,
do that in public.
mirror images can't do anything.
Okay.
Like actual mirror images, they just prevent you from being hit. So they can't cast
But it
anything.
specifically says they attack you, so...
Yeah, I don't know what they do in that.
Well, they're not. Then it's clearly not the spell's mirror image.
You might kick
It
up a
says-
sandstorm.
Like kick
Well,
rocks
this
at him.
it is playtest, so this would be good for, feedback. It says, triggers the effects of mirror image. 3 duplicates of each of the character appear in the room and attack the character they resemble. So,
But mirror images don't attack at all.
Okay.
Forget everything you knew.
Yeah, this is a new mirror image.
I'm reading the spell right
Yeah, I
now.
was gonna say they don't.
So they attack you,
They
but
punch
when
you.
they attack and their punch just they go and disappear, I guess.
They each get one hit on you. Better make it a good one. I mean, if it misses, at least it doesn't fizzle.
But I don't even know what stats. Like it has to say what stats they use, right?
No.
Well, they would use your stats.
Triggers the effects of mirror image.
They would punch with your stats, so they would, if they hit, they do 1
It
damage.
does give you it does give them AC,
Okay.
but it says how you can dispatch them, but it doesn't say anything about how they attack. So we'll just say when they hit you, they disappear.
So if they hit you, they do 1 damage to you, and then they go away.
But
Great
mirror images don't do damage.
Well, it would be like a person hitting you. 1 damage unless you're a monk.
Yeah, I don't know what their goal is with this.
I don't know either.
I feel like
Intimidation.
I feel like something's missing.
Okay.
We're
Like
lacking
an attack stat.
I feel like we're lacking critical information.
Alright, so we'll go with what I said. So they
okay.
attack you and disappear. You begin to draw your sword or cast a spell, but by the time you... Whatever.
What the hell?
Yeah, by the time you do, they're gone.
Okay.
Alright, so you are in a room with all black walls.
Yes.
Looking around, you do notice that the ceiling is
Thank you.
one big mirror.
Yeah, it was like
Do I see myself in the ceiling? I raise my hand at it.
Does it attack you?
The mirror
Yeah.
does not attack you back.
No, but does it reflect
Yes.
everything that I'm doing?
Yes, it reflects
Okay.
you back.
How tall is the ceiling?
It's high enough. 15 feet high.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast a jump on the ceiling.
And then there is the walls are these are they're black walls. There's no doors or anything. They're just solid walls.
Yep.
Can I investigate the walls
Sure.
to see if there's any false, illusionary,
Feeling up the walls.
yeah,
Ooh.
illusionary thingies?
Ask for consent.
13.
They're bumpy.
Bumpy
Bumpy
walls.
black walls.
Yeah.
But none of them seem
Bumpy, lumpy, humpy, dumpy.
different than the rest or anything.
Not that you can tell.
What's up? You've never seen a lumpy wall before. We call these alligator skin walls.
I'm gonna try to jump towards the ceiling. See if anything happens.
How high can you jump?
I mean, I'm only 3 feet tall, so.
Are you kidding me?
I'm a gnome!
He's the tallest gnome.
I am the tallest gnome
He's
you've
the
ever
world's
seen.
tallest
How
gnome.
high can he jump?
I said,
Tallest
You don't know
gnome.
me.
I'm 3 feet 5 inches.
He is. He's
So
the
that means I
tallest
can
gnome
probably
in the
reach up to about
multiverse.
four-ish feet. So jumping, standing jump is like strength score.
Nate, can I ask you to bring the salt down?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
You just sold my Dr. Pepper. Okay.
Salt your goldfish?
Yes.
She sells
Wait,
everything.
Can I
needs
have
a-
like a handful of goldfish
What?
before you do that?
Before you taint them.
Before you ruin them?
You want more?
Thank you though.
That's it. That's the end of them.
So high jump is 3 plus my strength modifier.
Have you thought about adding seaweed to that?
And my strength modifier is -1.
Look at me
So-
weird. You know seaweed chips.
I could jump about 4 feet.
Your reflection jumps with you. It is 15 feet away.
And we get closer, but then not. Okay.
And then you're now as far away as you will ever
I will
be
try to
from it.
walk up the walls.
Well, that's weird.
How so?
I will put my foot on the wall and see if it gains purchase.
Uh,
Thinking like maybe the walls are magically enchanted for spider climb or something along those lines.
roll an athletics.
Yeah, I mean there is climbing.
Oh, you're about to just fall on your back.
But that's not what you described. Like, I can climb a wall, but you're describing just trying
Just
to
trying to
climb
walk
up
right
it
up it.
with your feet.
Yeah, you're trying to just walk up it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you.
If I put my foot up and it just slips down, I'm not gonna like do anything more.
Okay.
Gotcha. Your
I'm not
foot
an
slips
idiot.
Down.
Yeah, okay.
You
Like,
fall on your back.
I'm not gonna just like fully believe like, can I do this?
I can fly.
I can do it.
I'm a real wall walker.
Hmm.
Could've
I'm
been
a real gnome.
So there's literally just black walls and a mirror on
Walls.
top?
Yep.
Wasn't there like lights or something? Or is it, what?
Dim lighting everywhere.
Oh, okay.
Oh, painted black with white stripes that glow faintly. Sorry, the white stripes are what give it lighting in this tiny little room.
And I imagine there's nothing behind me
There are
as far as the
4
mirror.
walls, painted black with white stripes that glow faintly. It is unfurnished and unoccupied.
Once more with feeling.
There are 4 walls!
Let it out,
I feel
Jamie.
like there's a meme, 4 walls, but I can't remember what it is.
Don't look directly at it. You can break 3 of those walls, but don't break the other one.
Alrighty, well, Radagast is figuring things out. We're gonna move back to River.
Alright.
Back in that same room.
Yeah, Nate made a good point that, like, my bacon didn't show up, so there's gotta be something to this.
Yeah.
So,
My bacon didn't show up.
Jamie,
No,
can I
my
message
bacon
you real
didn't show
quick
up
to see
today.
if I'm right about my suspicions about these walls?
What?
Okay. Is it okay if I message you what
Yeah,
I
sure.
think is going on with these walls?
About what walls?
Well, the whole funhouse in particular.
I was gonna say, my walls are, you don't even see my walls.
I'm going to attempt to go through again.
Alrighty, roll d4.
I think it's anything but a 1.
Yes, thank you all.
Honestly, you should just open up the salt pointed goldfish
Right.
back.
I rolled a 4.
I still need salt. Like, I mean,
So does Jamie.
You
at this point, I think she uses that salt more than I do. I use the grindy salt.
She's only here one day a week.
Can I do
One day a
one
week,
more?
yeah.
These are different goldfish.
Oh, what's the difference between the 2?
These are less.
Those are lightly salted before Jamie got a hold of them.
Those have random pink ones.
Yeah, what is that?
Wacky
Salmon.
Yeah.
Salmon
Cold
goldfish.
salmon.
So you and Oliver are now in a room with many brightly colored walls.
Oh,
On
so-
each wall is a full-length mirror.
Now I don't have to. Wait, did
She go through a different wall.
She went through again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that actually confirms my belief, I think.
Sweet. Okay.
And then I am assuming I see my pocket bacon on the floor of your room.
No, because I went to a different room.
I thought you were still in this room.
No. Well, no. This is. I am under the suspicion that we have to go through a certain number of rooms, and I'm in my room too, as you are now.
Yeah,
So,
so I'm
yeah.
in the room with you.
But you threw bacon into my first room.
Oh.
How dare you?
So
Got
now, my idea, which I was about to message to Jamie, was that we have to go through a certain number of rooms.
Mm.
I don't know what that number is going to be, but we're going to have to traverse a number of times. The only way out is through.
I just, like, come in and I'm like, oh, hey!
I don't like these
Hi!
goldfish. They're
Well,
flavored
it's
with
been a while.
beets.
Did the dog go to a different room?
You just
Oh,
ate it.
dog with me.
Then why don't you?
I'm
That
holding
seems-
on to him. I'm
it
like, oh,
Seems
was
sus
meat.
as fuck.
But you ate it.
Oh.
Only
would
you
eat
will hold
something
the
you
dog
don't
when
like.
you travel,
Yeah, I
so
hold
that
on to
makes
him.
sense.
Because it's
Makes sense.
here.
Stop trying to separate me and my dog.
Listen, I just don't want to be in a room with that thing.
It's a cat and dog thing. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
I thought I was stuck.
well, I mean, we are.
How do we get out of here?
My only suspicion is through.
Oh man, I think I break the game if I try this.
I think,
Go for it.
Well, we're in a new room now, so. Can you describe?
Yeah, what do we see? What do I see in this
You
room?
come into a room with many brightly colored walls. On each wall is a full-length mirror. This room is polygonal with the same number of walls. Oh wait, that doesn't. Okay. 4 walls.
Okay, just square. Square polygon.
Each wall is only 3 feet wide.
ooh, small room.
Yes.
Hmm.
So you're very close.
I feel very close to you, Oliver.
Yeah. This is a room full of yikes for me. There's a giant dog that would probably eat me if it didn't know me.
Nom nom.
So we're stuffed in this small room. I honestly think we're, because it's 2 mediums and a large creature, right?
Yeah,
So
it's
we're
probably
kinda like-
pretty tight.
well,
so do
wait,
we,
let's
do we
pick a
stay
wall.
Or do we go?
We're kind of squished out of into one direction, right?
Yeah, well, let's just pick one and go.
Well, we would have to roll, so we might get separated.
Hold my hand.
I'll hold your hand, but not
Embrace me.
I'm gonna grab her shoulder and like try to like bat the dog's hand away and like pull it through a wall.
Cyrus, what's that?
Oh look, bacon!
Pocket bacon.
The good thing he only listens to me.
That's a good point. Did you pick it up?
No.
When you, oh.
So I have an idea for mine. I don't know if are they.
No, we're gonna go through a wall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's just go through a wall.
We're holding on to each other, and I'm holding on to Sirius. So we
How
all
about
go
we
at the
each
same
roll
time.
a number and then we pick which one we want over the other.
Oh, you want-
We'll each roll and then we'll just make our decision.
I don't
after
think
that.
you get to decide.
Well, we're all going together.
Pick a wall. Tell me which wall.
So you pick your number. You roll yours. I'll roll mine, and then
Nope,
we'll pick
that's not what I
between
asked.
two.
There's 4 walls.
That's what I
Ask me,
said, like-
tell me which wall you're touching.
Well, you rolled a 2.
Well, I rolled a d4 to make the decision,
Yes,
so
okay.
and I rolled a 2.
2.
Is that to your left, right, in front of you, behind you?
I don't know which one's
Oh,
all 2.
which one's roll 2?
Just pick a wall. It's up to you.
Forward.
Forward.
Sure.
Okay. The room narrows and stretches up vertically, extending by 10 feet. So now you guys are like right on each other, and Sirius is extremely uncomfortable.
As am I.
Um,
Well, I mean, I'm a
need you
mechanic
both
and
to make a
kinda do this.
perception check.
Ooh, 21.
Nice.
Natural 20 for a
Alright.
27.
Thankfully, because you are so close to each other right now, you have noticed that the wall behind you has turned flat and glassy, and you see the surface ripple a little bit.
The one behind us?
Yes.
The one we just came through?
Okay, so we're in another hallway then. So we left the room physically. That's good.
But not mentally?
Well, I think that means we're progressing through the place.
Do you want to step through the next one?
I mean, we'll have to, yeah. We can't turn back now.
We'll step through the next one.
Roll a d4.
You roll this time.
Okay.
Are we all going together still then?
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
2? Are you back in Pocket Bacon room?
Well, eventually, I'm sure.
You would think.
We just find a giant crop of pocket bacon.
You find yourself in a room with a single spotlight overhead, shining over 3 showstoppers sitting at a table. One is looking at a robe in his hand.
Do I recognize it as the silver or the purple robe that Deldrick had?
Well, it's just the purple robe.
Yeah, but I knew he was wearing one.
But he was wearing one that matched all the other showstoppers.
It could be any purple room.
Yeah.
Alrighty, ready to guess.
Which
Oh, not Eldrick.
which
Fuck.
potential solution
Wait.
do you want? Do you want the one that'll make your brain hurt potentially, or the one that probably will work?
Whatever you want. No railroading here.
I kind of want to do the fun one just because I don't know.
It's a
what
fun
you're gonna
house.
do.
It's a fun house.
Radagast will pet over his robes real quick. He'll see the one that he needs. He'll grab one of the patches. He's gonna place a window on the north wall.
Okay.
So what it does is, you place a window that is 2 feet by 4 feet by 2 foot deep, which you can place on a vertical surface that I can reach. So I'm gonna place it to where closer towards the ground so that I can just like climb through whatever this next wall leads to.
Okay.
I have no idea where it leads, but it's by what. So I don't know what's what's past the north wall of this place.
Roll a d4.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, you didn't have that prep that you had, did you?
3.
That was...
And now I've forever ruined their funhouse. They're gonna come in, they see this mirror above them, there's just a window right there.
Like, it's just that's we'll just move the mirrors around and
They just put a painting in front of it.
It's like Minecraft where you can just slap a paint and figure that over the window.
You said 4?
3.
3. Oh, okay. Perfect.
You slosh.
I need you to take...
12d6.
You find yourself falling,
No.
With the dog.
but also just regular falling.
Well, if you're about to roll damage, I will negate it.
Bludgeoning?
I will cast Featherfall
Perfect.
as my reaction.
Beautiful. I
Like,
don't
no,
have
no,
to do
no,
some-
no, 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 no!
And you have fallen out of the mirror from the ceiling as you pass through the window. The window is still on the wall.
now you're
though.
playing Portal.
Oh, fun.
Now you're thinking with portals. Radagast.
Just take that window off the wall, put it somewhere else.
Madagast.
To the window!
To the wall.
From the window to the fall.
No. Deldrick.
Where am I?
Oh, that's a good question.
Go!
Did you roll your d4? I don't know.
It was
that
a
you
2.
did. A 2.
If you're just gonna ask me, I sneak up and steal the mallet.
And then you smash the
And we're home.
diorama.
Who would have thought?
Easy.
That's right. Deldrick's a rogue in this one, right?
Yes.
Alright.
And a heartbreaker. Blossom just doesn't know yet.
You take 18 bludgeoning damage as you fall out of the ceiling mirror. And you are in the same room with Radagast.
Oh, hey! Hey.
So, well, technically you fell first, right?
Yeah.
So...
Don't think about it. Don't think about it.
I mean, he didn't fall on me.
It's like,
No,
as I was walking
Like,
through
you
the
went
window,
through the window,
fell,
he
then I fell.
and then you're like falling slowly
And then I
behind
floated
him.
down. I'm like, hey, what's up?
Oh man, if only this had more than one target.
That's my
It does, but I didn't see him.
Yeah, it's a bit late.
My favorite chamber portal.
So I made a window over there, and then it put me through the ceiling, so...
If you ever want to keep falling.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't think we're gonna reach that window again.
well, no, the window's over there. The ceiling's up there. But I mean, I have another alternative solution if you don't have one.
I mean, I was just gonna walk through the next mirror.
There's no mirrors in here. It's in the ceiling.
There's no other. So all that's.
It's literally just 4 solid walls, and then the ceiling is the mirror.
Well, you can always throw him.
And I investigated the walls and nothing. So literally, so far, there's just the mirror and then the hole that I made in the wall. And when I look through it, what does it look like?
The window?
The window, yeah.
Oh.
It's like Portal where you can see yourself looking at it.
No, it's indescribable.
Okay.
Roll a wisdom save.
Okay. Is it magic? Is it a magical effect?
It's no.
Because I have advantage on intelligence, wisdom, and charisma saving throws against magic.
I can't believe you didn't think about this yet. Window on the wall. Which is the way out, or do I fall?
The window's on the wall.
Well, the window's on the wall, but if you go through it, you'll fall.
I didn't account for the sweat drops on my balls.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, skeet.
Did you say it drops on my balls?
Something like that.
They were close. From what it sounds like, you're having a guy's
It's
balls
not
sweat
a
drip onto
magical
yours.
effect so much. Just roll your d20.
Okay. Well, wisdom
Eat some
wisdom
salt.
saving throw or wisdom. Okay, 18.
Okay, no problem.
Well,
You are looking into the heart of Heckna, essentially, beyond this mirror. It's like looking into the astral plane, and the astral plane looking back at you.
Yeah, I understand.
You are questioning your life, but Deldrick being there, like, hey, hello, we need to get a way out of here.
What's up? Oh yeah. I don't know if it's through this window. I think that's out of bounds.
OB.
What's up?
I got pop up my nose. That was funny.
That's not where it goes, Jamie.
Wrong hole.
I think it's out of bounds. That's perfect, man.
I think I've broke the boundaries. I have another solution if you don't have one.
No clip through the wall.
Because I can't climb the wall very well.
It's like Skyrim. Grab a plate
jump up.
and put it into the wall, and then you'll teleport to a dragon.
Yeah, my solution, well, given the information at hand, my solution would be to go through the window.
It's in the ceiling though, 15 feet up.
Okay, now I'm just confused.
The window is adjacent to the wall.
It's literally just
He
four
goes
walls.
through the window, and then
then
he falls from the
The
ceiling.
entire ceiling is a window.
No,
The entire ceiling is a mirror
But
Yeah.
where's your window?
on the floor.
Yeah.
So when you went through the window, you came back?
Yes.
I went out of bounds and she put me back in.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Because you look confused too.
I thought it was on the wall, but
It is.
You
It's
said
like
on the north
it's
wall.
like here.
Okay.
Oh no! What I roll?
So it,
14.
so then is that what happened? He went through the window and then he fell.
Yeah.
back?
So I set it down because I'm short. So I set it
come
down
on
in a
now.
thing where I could climb through it.
Okay.
All right.
Just because he's the tallest gnome doesn't mean he's a normal person.
And
I'm the tallest gnome you've ever seen, but not the tallest person.
what's the floor?
Solid black.
I'm gonna try to.
Oh,
You got up close
I'm
and
gonna try to
personal
like
to it.
rub the floor to see if there's any kind of like something underneath it. Like if it's like soot or like
Investigate.
dirt.
Investigate it.
The janitor didn't come by yet. Kill me.
Natural one.
Ooh,
Kill me in
that's some bumpy
Minecraft.
floor.
Which is a 9.
I might as well do that because that's my whole. That's my whole.
You gonna take
shtick.
the rug off the floor?
My whole shtick is looking for stuff.
Yeah, it is.
46.
It's even bookmarked.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to make a.
Eye for detail, is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Which book is that?
Xanathar's. Yeah, I would like to eye for detail. I would like to make a perception check
Yeah.
to spot a hidden creature or object.
You
Yeah.
found Heckna! No, go for it.
Oh, heck, that's not.
Perception 21.
Pretty good. It's better than my, like, I think I have a 13.
So, each wall is painted black with these white stripes. It's specifically Muso black.
It's the blackest black you've ever seen.
They had a red wall and they wanted to paint it black.
The ceiling seems to be the only way out. You see 0 hidden objects in the room.
Alright.
If you relay that info, I have a way to just...
What does he have his 2 companions?
Oh yeah, kind of like Sirius. I forget
Yeah.
that they're there,
Okay.
but yes, so long as you're all.
Alright, well, yeah, let's use a ladder or something to get up.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, you
Sorry.
just chucked the ass at him. Oh!
You could pull like 10 horses and just stack them up.
I have a ladder, so I'm just gonna pull out a ladder. So I pull out the patch that has a ladder on it.
This week sponsored by Home
It's sewn in.
Depot.
And it says the ladder is 24 feet long. So I don't know how big this room is, but
15 feet high, so it's already poking through.
right. So as long as it goes through the mirror, that's great, because then we can just climb through, and then we have like a
There's
little bit
somebody
of
on the other
purchase.
end just like
Hell yeah.
against the mirror.
Alright.
So
All
roll
right.
d4.
Let's
So,
make our
so
way
I'll
up.
start climbing up. And then
I better make sure. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, no, other side.
Oh, you
Other
stuck.
side.
You're stuck. You done goofed.
What?
Done goofed.
What's in your hat?
God, one.
God, I hate this day.
What?
Kill me in Minecraft.
What does Minecraft have to do with anything?
Because
Alrighty.
you know how I say like go kill
Deldrick,
yourself or
describe how
anything
you
on
went
Twitch?
through.
Fearlessly.
Yep,
Fearlessly.
exactly.
Okay, roll your d4.
Valiant you.
Okay. 3.
I know why she's asking this, but we don't know that we have to be touching to go to the same portal, so I wouldn't have done it.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Although the ladder does only protrude one way, so technically it should go through the same way all at the same time, unless the ladder can redirect which window it goes through.
That's what I was thinking,
You know
but
what?
I'm willing to accept it.
Yeah, I'm
I
okay with
will
either one.
say-
It is a fun house.
Yes.
I will say that
But it's a
the
little weird.
ladder does connect all of you.
Ah!
We can say
Well,
that.
those two, yes.
So,
What is this?
River and Oliver, you are suddenly
Whoa!
you are suddenly poked from behind by why, David?
It is a too-cold ladder.
Always
By a
David.
ladder.
It's not always David. I make a point to not always make it always be me.
Did
He
you
says-
When I watched the stream last week, it was always you.
Did you grab my...
Alrighty.
I felt
Grab my
something.
leg.
There's just a pull up his ass. What
Alright.
was that?
So you are poked from behind by a ladder. Turn around, you see a ladder poking out of the mirror.
The hell? Hello?
You start climbing
And then
through.
Radagast and Deldrick pop out.
No one ever
Interestingly,
expects the
although-
Spanish Inquisition.
Hello?
Although you're climbing up, when you get to their side, you're climbing.
Like
I
laterally.
kind of figured as much.
Horizontal.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes it a lot easier. So you just stand up and walk.
Okay.
Awesome.
And then after everybody comes through, I'll like retrieve my ladder as far as I can into this room.
So now,
Just like we had to like shimmy it against the wall kind of thing so you can get your mirror all the way out.
so now you're all in the same room.
Okay.
How big is this room?
Extremely tiny. You find yourselves like in marching order again, single
Yeah.
file. Yep.
And where's the next mirror?
Ahead.
There, mirrors are on the ceiling, in front of you, behind you, everything except the floor.
So will you be kind of smashed into a mirror eventually,
Well.
right?
Well, what she's saying is there's enough room for us to all stand in there, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
cramped.
Okay.
Can I just shimmy my ladder into the next mirror? Do we want to use this ladder as like a
Poking stick? Yeah.
as like a testing tool?
Yeah, it's like a 10-foot
But
pole.
how are we gonna see what's on the other side?
Oh, I got to go through.
I mean, there's no way to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So you
so-
might as well just walk through.
Well,
But send in the ladder
Actually-
first so we know we don't
Wait,
run
hold
into a wall.
on. He's got a plan.
I'll snap my fingers and poof out Skeeter, and I'll send. I'm like, hey buddy, let's go on an adventure. So then I'll place him down on the ground, take him over, and then have him go through the mirror to our right.
Okay, roll a d6 for me.
Oh, these
Whoa.
is different.
Bigger rooms.
Holy shit.
More,
Six.
more real
Okay.
estate.
The room tilts to the right, and you need to make a dex save for me.
Well, Skeeter's going in there.
I was like, it's Skeeter.
Nope. All of you need
Oh.
to make a dex
Oh,
save.
good.
The entire room
Oh.
tilts sideways as Skeeter touches that mirror.
I
Oh!
was gonna say something we could do is like step halfway through and then just close one eye.
Oh.
Ooh, 18. Is that dexterity save?
Ooh, it's nice to be good at these for once. 25.
Natural
14.
20. Or dirty 20, I mean.
12.
Oh wait, does my paladin thing
Oh, wait.
saving
I'm
throws?
sure
Yes.
Sirius has to make one too.
Yep.
Does
What's
Skeeter
his-
have to make one?
Oh, his
Yeah.
saving throw is strength.
Everyone
Right.
gets +3.
Oh, yeah, worse than me.
Nice.
28.
Oh, plus 3?
Yes.
So, what did I say I had?
I don't know.
11?
Beautiful.
Can't tell you.
Beautiful.
12, 13. So I got 14. Sirius has 6. And 8 plus 3 is 11.
I have 18.
Wow, Skeeter got an 18.
So you all tumble sideways, except for Deldrick. Deldrick doesn't tumble. He like gracefully like.
Mine was
passes
a 23
sideways.
as well, so.
Okay.
But it's pretty standard.
You
We're
can
both dexterous.
cartwheel through it. Deldrick looks like he's doing this on purpose.
I'll moonwalk through down.
Yeah, I'm assuming me and Sirius don't make it graceful at all.
Nope.
This is a tangle of arms and legs.
Immediately facing the ground.
You find yourself in a narrow hallway alight with vibrant colors. The lights blink and shift and swirl as you pass through this mirror, and it's difficult to see where the floors end and the walls begin. It's a very long hallway, but only 10 feet wide. The floor and walls of the tunnel seem to be made of tiles that light up.
We've reached the arcade.
I don't see any games here.
I didn't print this out, so I'm going to just draw it real quick.
Oh, okay.
You a horse?
Nay.
Oh my gosh, 1, 2, 3, 12. 2. Okay. I mean, you guys can talk and stuff. Nothing's coming at you.
Okay. Well, I just want to see what the hole looks like.
This should be a principal.
I'm sorry, what?
This should be a principal.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
This should be a principal.
And
Yeah, that's what I heard. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
all right, let's continue onwards.
Alright,
And we got to the end. Look at that. I'll grab the hammer. You keep an eye out for Heckna, and I'll
Well,
smash the
that's,
diorama.
I don't think we have a hammer.
Sounds good. I'll try to take a step on the knot floor.
Luckily, I just had to roll anything above a natural 1, and I got it. So
Okay, that sounds
the
accurate.
diorama is smashed, and we get to go home
Okay.
and
Yeah, seems tired.
live happily ever after.
Are you in your own head? Are you aware there's a world
What's
around
in
you?
your head? Zombie.
Okay, this is what you see.
Oh!
Where do we see that?
Up, up, down, down.
This is
A,
what
B,
the
A,
hallway
B.
looks like in front
Select start, I think.
Which side are we on? Like, where are we in relation to this?
of you. So here, I'll draw a picture. Like this.
Okay.
So this is your hallway. End goal here. You're standing there.
So we're up here. I'm just trying to figure out which way I need to put the map so I can...
That's where we start towards for your perspective.
So we're up here.
Somewhere, yes.
We have to go this way. Okay.
What?
I'm confused.
What are
as
all
to
the
what
arrows?
is- Yeah, that's what I'm.
What is everything?
What is happening?
Okay, let's do it again. A narrow hallway is a light with vibrant colors. The lights blink and shift and swirl, and it's difficult to see where the floors end and the walls begin. Both the ceiling and the floors have lights. What is on the ceiling matches what's on the floor.
Okay. So.
Are the arrows that we see like constant, or are they shifting
They
the
blink.
lights? Okay.
It's, the gimmick that they're trying to pull here is it's dumb.
Are they blinking in like a pattern?
Do a perception check.
Not that you can discern.
7.
You don't even see
You're
the
looking
blinking.
really hard, but the lights are so distracting.
Okay.
What are you trying to look for?
To see if they were blinking in any sort of pattern.
So I just
Oh,
want to confirm.
I'll
This is
attempt-
directly ahead of us.
Correct.
This side. Okay, I'm gonna step on this panel and see what happens.
It lights up pretty solidly. How's happens?
Okay, no shiftings. Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna take a
I
step.
will say that the letters heck are on.
Yeah, heck
I
no.
don't know if that
Yeah,
actually.
I'm sure we'll get to that when we get to that. So let's take one more step and see what happens.
I also have an idea, but I want to see what happens.
I'm gonna advance to there and see what happens.
To where?
Go up to the
The
second
next
one.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
It also lights up.
So far, so good.
Next one.
There's only one other choice.
This is the thing. This is the
Well,
thing.
there's
From
panels
this
to your left
perspective,
as well. You
Like
just don't have anything
it's
written on them.
like I want to say this is exactly the Konami code with the exception of Heckna at the end.
Correct.
So like
Yeah, it's up, down, up,
Yeah,
up,
down,
down,
left, right, left, right.
and then I don't know what
So-
Heckna is.
ABXY.
is it ABXY?
Something like that.
BABA
Because it's on the
start.
Super
Yes.
Nintendo.
There you go. So yeah, I will go up, down, left, right,
HECK.
and then hop to H, and then go to E,
Mm-hmm.
and then CK.
Congratulations, you solved it.
Wow.
It's if we did
That's
it
what I
in
thought it
detail,
was, but,
if
like,
you took
Yeah.
longer, it's almost like a Dance Dance
You
Revolution.
have to restart.
That's what I
Yeah.
figured.
Yeah, I was about to do
I
like.
must not play enough video games to.
Konami
like,
code. It's literally the code in every single Konami game ever,
Sure.
except for it's not Heckna.
Okay, so once you are on the other side, there's a mirrored door in front of you.
All right, gang. We all grab hands and trot on through.
Yeah.
We're so happy, aren't we?
Now we know how to do it.
Carnivals are fun.
I love it.
This is such a fun house.
It's a fun house.
This is an interesting room.
Yeah.
Aren't they all?
The door opens without a problem.
Mhm.
And Conrad is waiting right inside. It took you long enough.
I
Look,
told you we were in the arcade.
I'm here for 2 things. The head of that beast and the weapon it's hiding. I'll help you if you help me, got it? If you get your hands on that weapon, use it to fight your way out by smashing up the miniature rebellion.
How you got here before us?
You got it.
Inside.
I've been here for quite a while.
Okay.
Yeah, he told us all. You already told us this.
Why
Why are
didn't-
you
why didn't-
repeating yourself?
There's a
Why
trap
did-
door somewhere
Why don't
under
you
the
just
ball
lead us
pit.
the way?
There's a trap. I had things to do.
Okay.
There's a trap door somewhere under
Must
the
not be
ball
that
pit.
important to get out of here.
Be sure to leave that weapon behind. Consider it
door in the
alone,
ball pit.
not a keepsake.
Yeah, we got you.
You got it.
Trapdoor in the.
This. There are stray.
The ball pit. Where is that exactly? I don't got that written on my
Right
checklist.
down the hall here.
Okay, so we passed the Hall of Mirrors. We're not in the arcade yet.
That was the part of the arcade.
That was the arcade. That was it.
I was in a different part of the arcade. I got to play Loot Hero
Oh
against the
man, that's what I was
Jawbreakers.
hoping to do. I just won 20 tickets.
I told you.
I was gonna expend at least 20 of them on it.
Depended on where you popped out through the mirrors, you know?
Oh, man,
Told you it was the
I'm
arcade.
gonna have to go back in. I'm sorry.
Going down the hallway. This tunnel leads into a large domed room. There is no floor. The room is covered instead with hundreds of shiny, colorful balls. In the center of the room, sinking into the balls, is a young child shrieking for help.
Good luck.
Sirius starts
Find
to
the-
growl.
Find the trap door.
Ooh, what's that about?
Oh, we know what that's
He's
about.
angry.
Purple robes. Food.
We know what that's about.
Sirius just got real hungry.
Serious about to eat this kid?
Well, no, Sirius doesn't growl when he sees the purple robes. He's just supposed to like.
I feel
No,
like
you
there
said
needs to be some
growl when you
communication.
Did I
see
say
somebody in a
growl?
purple nose.
Man, you and your dog
Gross.
need to communicate better.
Yeah. What the heck?
I just put my hand on his head.
He's growling at this child.
He's about to eat this kid.
Hackles are up. What do you do?
Ooh.
He's about to eat this kid.
Help me! Ah! Screams the young child.
Oh, maybe it's an invisible thing attacking the child.
Or-
and that's what he's growling.
Or
Maybe it's a
it's a
shape-shifting
decoy
thing.
and it's a liar.
I've seen the children around here. I don't believe it.
You don't believe the children or you don't believe it's safe?
I don't believe it's safe.
Okay.
Yeah, and Sirius is making it very clear that there's something
No
shifty on that kid.
Maybe shapeshifty.
Conrad, what's your opinion on this?
He's not even there, is he?
He did not follow you in.
Oh, okay.
God damn it.
You have to say it right.
Well, he wouldn't be able to hear us if we all whispered.
Roger. What do you do? What do
You
you
didn't even give us a message. You just said my name and then you ended the message with Roger. You didn't even say anything.
Well, is the only course of action to enter the ball pit, or like, is there another hallway? Like, I am so confused on what these rooms are.
Have you never been to a fun
Yeah,
house?
without
You're
a
just
without a
having
map,
fun.
No, I don't
I
go to
can't.
fun
I
houses.
can't imagine literally anything in my head. So without a map, I'm useless.
We trudged through the balls, avoiding the boy.
Okay.
Well,
As you
So,
do.
Matt, Conrad told you to find a trapdoor under the ball pit.
I don't know where the ball
Okay.
pit is.
we're
We're
go
in
to
the
the
ball
ball
pit.
Well, we're good then.
Right in
Yeah.
front of
Literally
got it.
entered the ball pit.
So find the trapdoor. I investigate for the trapdoor.
Well, yeah, I'll use my keen at my eye thingy.
I'm gonna jump into the
I'm
ball.
trained in investigation, so
I'm
I'll
gonna-
use the thing
I'm
as
gonna
well.
jump into the
Natural
ball pit.
20!
Oh yeah?
Alright.
Mine might be higher than you.
24.
24
total.
Hey, we're both at 24.
Mine's a
24
perception,
to
though.
search
Mine's
for
investigation.
A trapdoor, yes.
Yes.
I'm searching around physically with my hands for the ball, like
And mine
wading
is
through the balls.
Okay,
Just really
so
trying
me and
to
you
get-
jumped in.
Yeah,
Mine is
really
the-
just trying to find the
Mine
door.
is the eye for detail thing to find hidden objects or whatnot.
that
I
sounds
apologize for lack of map. There's no maps for the playtest, and
Oh,
I
there's-
frankly didn't have time to make a map, so.
I'm not mad.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just saying that
I'm-
I can't help as much as I normally would try to help, so I'm just kind of chilling. I'm letting you guys shine your strengths. I knew that one because I'm just like it's like up down up. It's like up down down left right left. Like it's like a thing.
Mhm.
It's a thing. They did it.
So Nate, as you investigate this area, you can tell that the balls are...
Well, he did a perception check. I did an investigation. I don't know if that changed anything, just so you're aware.
You both scored high enough to get this info.
Cool.
The balls are actually brightly colored eggs.
Oh.
That can grow your banana or
They're
plant.
very brightly colored
Pocket
shells.
Bacon. That's it. Pocket bacon eggs. There might be pigs in
Pocket
there.
bacon and
There might be
eggs.
pocket pigs in there. You don't know. You never cracked open a pocket
God,
bacon egg.
Shatter would be mean here.
You see that the pit comes to a bottom, rounded bottom. Do you two want to approach that area?
Yeah, I wanted to swim down and
Okay.
investigate the floor for the trapdoor like we were supposed
Alright.
I-
So you see it.
to. Sick.
But
I think
you
we found it.
You also see a monstrous antlion down there.
Okay. Conrad said he'll take care of it.
This is
so
the
we're
monster
good.
within the arcade that they were talking about.
Yeah,
It is
Conrad said he'll
it
take
is
care of
laying
it.
on top of the trapdoor.
All right, Conrad. You got it, buddy.
You're up.
So shouting
I send
out.
a message to Conrad.
Okay, so not shouting out.
Conrad, we found the dude. He's on top of the trapdoor. You can reply to this message.
Okay, thank you. I'll be right there.
Distraction. Be right over there.
What do you guys do?
I jumped in the ball pit to see what, if anything wacky happened.
I thought we're all in the ball pit.
Well, we did, when you enter the room, you're not like forced into the ball pit.
Oh, I'm in there.
I'm standing on the edge and just keeping an eye.
Live on the edge.
So, how do you approach these eggs?
Well, I jumped in.
shoving them up- okay, so-
I jumped in, so I might crack the deal.
Yes.
Break a few eggs.
I assume
Yeah,
they're
I
the
mean,
ant.
I'm making an omelet. You
I
gotta
assume they're
break
the
eggs.
antlion eggs.
Yeah. Make a dex.
Oh, they didn't
check.
fix the PV servers until 17 hours.
Ooh, nat
into the
20.
week. It took them so long.
So,
Did you guys jump
not
in,
good.
or were you careful about going in?
No, I wasn't.
Ooh.
Okay, make a dex check, roll, not a save.
yes,
Another
just
one.
normal
Check.
dex roll. Get dex roll with it.
Dexalicious.
That is a 6.
Dexy Lexi.
14.
Okay. A few of the eggs splatter under Deldrick's dwarfish weight.
Be
Mona
careful.
and her brother are standing up top with you, by the way.
Okay.
And yeah. This alerts the antlion,
Uh-huh.
turns his attention towards Deldrick, and interestingly, the screaming child turns that way.
The screaming child turns.
Yeah. That's it.
Hey, buddy.
It stands up
Tough.
and skitters toward you,
The child?
the antlion.
The
But
ant.
interestingly, the child moves as well.
I attempt to hide amongst the eggs.
So can we see the antlion, or is it in the eggs?
If you're in the eggs, you can see it. Like, they investigated real hard.
Yeah, I'm in the eggs.
Okay, I mean, my head's not under the eggs.
I like swam down
Well,
through
I
the
am
eggs
wearing
to the
plate
bottom.
mail. What I think.
Probably.
Okay, so I'm at the bottom.
So then you can see it as well, and
Okay.
it's skittering towards Deldrick.
Oh, is it?
It heard a sound of its eggs splattering.
Christ, I always have to bring it. But to be, is
If there was
this-
ever a time to punch a
So is
child,
this
I
like
think
a
now is the
liquidy
time.
Just if you're in an actual ball pit, you can kind of swim but stay in place.
But you
Okay,
can't
so
see
but
anything.
like these are eggs and they
Sink.
break. So like, is there like anything like keeping us from like breathing or anything down here? 'Cause,
I was gonna say you can't see anything. Everything's like literally in your face. Like
Yeah.
the balls. If you're over ball pits, like they suck.
Yes. I went to one last year.
Yeah, you can't see crap
I'm
if you're
sorry,
underneath it.
Jamie. You went to one.
Yeah,
You didn't take your kid to one. You went to one.
students
her.
won a trip, and I was one of the attending adults. It was
Making
a
sure.
Don't
jump
judge.
yard-
No,
it was like
I-
a junkyard place,
listen.
and all the stuff was
Oh, cool.
foam.
It's not often that you hear an adult go into a ball pit.
It was fun. It was fun. I got to swing on a trapeze and fall into a pit.
Oh, that's sweet.
All right. Well, Nate should roll for initiative as the antlion is coming up on you.
Well, I imagine I should as well, right?
Well,
I'm there. I'm with them.
13.
perception isn't super hard.
I rolled a 24 for investigation. I think I found him.
I said you saw him.
Oh yeah, I want to help. I'm not gonna leave him
Okay.
fight, not fight.
All right. Then if you're joining in the fight, go for it.
But we can't on the top see what's going on.
You just see a bunch of
can't
balls
see
That
moving around.
child
Yeah.
going
Oh, not
towards
bad.
Oh.
Is it the child's movement breaking more eggs?
Ooh, that's a good point. I would imagine the antlion is one who knows what to do.
him a message.
Okay. Myrmidon. Myrmidians. This is Heckna's pet antlion that guards the trapdoor and his big mallet that Conrad told me would be in here. So, alrighty. So initiative.
19.
Mine was 13.
And would I be able to roll or no?
Yeah, I would probably throw something at the kid that I see moving.
Okay,
Stop it, kid! Throw an egg at him.
Go ahead and roll for initiative. You're all within 50 feet of this, so.
Yeah, I'll roll for serious too.
Oof.
Deldrick, I'm sorry, what'd you get?
13.
Oh,
13,
balls.
okay.
Ow.
Oh, I'm dumb.
It happens.
In the fight, would I have had my extra attack when I was in the,
Probably not. You can use
Thingamabob?
the stats of the thing.
No, you would use the fight
yeah,
stats of.
makes sense.
She had to replace like all your abilities too.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I got an 11,
Alright.
and Sirius got 4.
I got a 4 also.
Alright.
4 puppers.
1, 2. Oh, no. I can math.
That's good.
4, 6. Bradagast and then Deldrick. What do you do? This gigantic antlion is approaching you. It is a huge monstrosity.
I'll say.
Yeah, I was gonna use suggestion on it, but I don't think it can understand me, so I'm gonna instead. Oh man, fireball in this pit would be fantastic.
Fireball pit? Hell yeah.
Do I see a way where I can hit both the kid and the beast with a fireball?
Yeah, they are pretty close.
Oh,
Well,
good.
you're in a ball pit. Wouldn't it hit the first thing you contacts?
No, it goes to where I tell it to go. It doesn't. If something's in the way, it just goes. It's magic.
But you're in a ball pit.
Yeah, well, the spell says a bright streak flashes from the pointing your finger towards a point I choose within range, so it just gets there. And then blossoms
It's
with a
magic.
low
I don't
roar to
understand. I don't have to
explosive
understand.
flame.
Okay.
So yeah, I would like to destroy a lot of the eggs, as many eggs
Oh,
as
man.
possible, as well as hit the child and the beast with this.
As long as it's
fireball.
not like Fallout where you break an egg and spawn a thing within it, we'll be fine. Hint, Jimmy.
Well, I'm cooking the eggs as well.
What did you say? I'm
I
sorry.
said as long as it's not like Fallout where when you break a Mirelurk egg and it hatches, we'll be okay. Jamie, please don't do it, Jamie.
Well, good thing that anything that's in there is gonna get roasted alive by this fireball.
Oh yeah, they got him in there.
I wouldn't hit you.
Oh, can you control it?
Well, yes, I can.
Oh,
I can go point. I make sure none of the enemy was in there.
is that all of them?
I think so.
It looks like 8.
That's really good rolls too.
Mm-hmm. Hat of power.
That's power. That's actually
There's only 2 numbers there.
Insane.
Yeah,
What
only
the
6s and 4s.
No. Oh yeah, you're right. Wait, what? That's crazy.
Yeah, you rolled
Yeah,
8 dice and all were 6s or 4s.
36. That's not high. That's very high for a fucking
It's above
fireball.
average.
36 to hit?
36
for
fireball. 36 fire damage.
Fire
And they have to do a dexterity saving throw.
Troll. Whoops. Yeah, failed.
Okay.
What about the kid?
The kid doesn't get one. Alright.
Oh, it's like Fallout.
36. you
36
Kids
fire
are immune to
damage.
damage.
Yeah.
said?
The kids are immune to damage.
The kid shrieks as it's on fire and retreats back into the ball pit, and it's clear that this was a lure from the antlion.
Oh, it's a little tentacle thing?
A lot of the eggs burst and then immediately roast. You've made quite a bit of scrambled eggs here.
Nice! And then bonus action, I will
Scrumptious.
blade sing. Pull up my sword and go, ha! Both swords. I am now blade singing. Like, what do you think the duration?
Blade sung.
What do you think the duration starts at? The turn you cast it, or the next turn? Like, is this turn 1 of 10, or is it turn 0 of 10?
You cast it and then end your turn, right?
Yeah.
I would assume this would be turn. Well, what's
Well,
the
I'm
effect
done.
of this blade
Done.
song?
I will move
Alright,
closer to it, but that's.
What's the effect of blade song?
Well, yeah, this turn is its first turn.
You can use an action to start.
Anyway,
If it was surprise, it would be
It
actually.
ends early if you incapacitate.
bonus action, insightful fighting. So I roll insight versus the antlion's deception.
Ooh, wonderful. How sneaky. Well, he rolled Rolo. 6.
Deception intelligence?
Deception is charisma.
Charisma. 0.
You got him with the
Get
6.
there with a 6. All right. How close is it to me?
How close do you want it to be to you?
Well, I would like to strike it.
In melee?
I mean, if
So
that's
you
how
were
close
hiding.
it is. I was attempting to hide amongst the eggs, yeah.
So we could say when it passes you, you pop out
Well,
of
no,
hiding.
you turn fightful fighting. You're not hiding. You didn't need to, remember?
He was hiding in the first round.
I can use
Oh.
insightful
Before
fighting
he
with,
came in.
while being hidden.
I'm saying you don't need to hide at that point because you already have advantage with insightful fighting.
Well, no, insightful fighting doesn't give me advantage. It just lets me do sneak attack damage.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you advantage. It
Correct.
allows you to use your stuff.
Alright, so then if it's passing by me, then I'm gonna attack this boy.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Get him.
Just a chonky boy going for a walk.
Chonk chonk.
Chonk it up.
Get Trump.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's
All right.
That's got advantage.
So
right?
24 to hit.
Yeah.
Alright,
That's good. You guys saying it.
alright, so 11, 12, 16 damage. What's the end of my turn?
It is River, and then it's his chonky boy turn.
Yeah.
River, you
So-
just saw this child like get set on fire and then down, and then all the eggs explode in flames.
Oh,
So now you have sight on the outline.
Oh, I have sight on the
Now
thing?
that the eggs are gone, yeah.
Oh. I was gonna go after the kid, but...
So we're still in a ball pit, though?
That was just a crater.
How deep is the ball pit?
Not too deep, but 10, 15 feet down.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. The fire would have ignited all of them. Now there's just scrambled eggs. If you're hungry.
Alright, I'm going to...
It smells delicious.
Where's the
B-shape.
salt?
Fire on it. Fire on eggs. 10 out of 10.
I'm going to B-shape, and my form shimmers and gets real long as I turn into a giant constrictor snake.
She's a snake. Float her a little
And
snake.
I'm going to slither 30 feet,
Uh-huh.
and I get
Swim 30
to
feet.
bite, and then I can attempt to constrict.
Okay, okay.
So I'm gonna try to bite first.
Bite first, ask questions later.
God!
God,
Balls!
man, only didn't roll 100 times before we started.
Shut up. It's only an 8 to hit.
Technically.
Alright.
You could have put yourself flanking with Deldrick. He is in melee. But you didn't.
Because I don't know that. I
Well, that's
have
true.
no
We don't
visual.
have a map.
I have no idea where any of you are.
Because you don't have a map, you may retroactively get an advantage.
Okay. Oh, that's way better. That's a natural 19.
Hey!
That, yeah.
So I bite. 9 plus 4 is 11.
What? Did you just say 9 plus 4?
13.
9 plus 4 is 2.
13. And then I have
Don't chip yourself more
to... Alright, I have to try to hit to constrict.
Come on.
Okay. Dirty 20.
If you want to roll.
So she wraps around it.
And then it takes... Ooh. 14 bludgeoning. And the target is grappled.
That's actually helpful. Alright.
Until this grapple ends, the creature is restrained, and I can't construct another target.
Great.
The escape DC is 16. It doesn't. I'm assuming you can try to break it on his turn,
Yeah.
Yeah, it would take
Yeah, it says.
but it would take an action to do it.
He's restrained.
Yeah, he's
Speed
restrained.
0. Attacks against him at advantage, and his at disadvantage. Alright.
So anyone that wails on it, it's restrained, so you get advantage.
Alright. So
Oh.
there's his turn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna not have a
He
chance.
kind of roars out loud a little bit.
An antlion.
An antlion. And makes 2 claw attacks against the snake that's biting him, or restricting him. One won't hit, the other one
Well,
is...
the armor class of the giant constrictor snake is only 12.
Well, I rolled a 4 on the one.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
But the other one is 16, so...
Okay, that hits.
Oh.
And that is 14 slashing.
Oof.
That's interesting, because it says then the target is grappled, so are we grappling each other?
No.
Can you grapple if you're grappled?
Yeah, you guys just. Now you guys are both considered grappled.
Yeah.
We're just locked
You
in.
guys are grappling each other.
But But I can still bite him,
Yeah, they're
right?
hugging it out.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Two snakes.
So now you
eat
guys
each
just
other.
have equal attacks versus each other.
Yes.
But then everything else has advantage against each of you,
Yes.
Okay.
respectively.
I have bonus actions, but I can't do them while grappled. So alright, then it's Oliver
Why
and
not?
Syria.
Alright, so I'm going to attempt to strike at this
Why so serious?
antlion. So here goes nothing.
Where's Conrad? I thought he was supposed to be taking care of this.
Yeah, I thought you were supposed to be a distraction.
You are in the first round of combat.
I was like, he hasn't got here yet. He's coming.
He was so far ahead of us, and now he's so far behind. Oh, I got an advantage because he's grappled. Okay, well I do hit for. I mean, I rolled a nat 19,
Oh yeah.
so I do hit. 3 plus 8 damage, and I'm gonna smite him.
Yeah, you are.
What smite do I want to do? Smite.
You know, regular smites are way
He's so
better than any
schmitten.
of the casting smites.
And plus, you do have him grappled.
I mean, you can do
yeah.
both, so they're not.
What?
You can do both, so they're not better. They're just in conjunction with one another.
And this is supposed to be.
Because you can like
series.
Searing
I think
Smite
that-
and then on hit Smite.
Yeah.
Divine Smite.
David, while you're thinking,
Which is a lot of damage.
What's the damage?
Searing Smite
Okay.
would be good. Fire damage. I don't know if it's weak versus fire, but that's what I'm using.
I'll just do the D8.
Hey, you think you get that as well with the purchase? Right? Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. $19.99.
Okay.
Is this just plastic? No, that actually looks like felt. Why is this only $12? $8.
Why not?
It's deluxe. I guess maybe because it's purple. Click on the black one.
It's cheaper.
Oh, nice.
What the find this? Only 3 left in stock. Oh, $5 delivery fee though. Alright, what about the purple one? That's free Prime. Okay, I might just buy that. $8. What a steal.
Okay, so I think
$8. I'd rather steal it.
Yellow. $2. It is yellow. I understand.
That looks terrible.
Yeah, it looks friggin' bad. White. Okay. Hold on. I really think the only one that looks good is the purple, the black. The red looks like some kind of old woman's hat. The green is like a leprechaun type deal.
Alright, so I did 7 damage with the first hit, and then did 10 damage with smite.
Okay. Is that
And
it
then-
for you?
And I got actual second attack.
Oh,
Does
Can I
a
respond to it on
19
the
hit,
watch?
yes.
and then
You
I
don't
will
know that,
do I'll do another smite and hit. Wow. So, it's all the same amount. Okay, so 14 damage again,
Alright.
and then I'm done.
Serious?
Oh, he's gonna run down and he's going to attempt to bite.
Chunks of this guy are coming off all over. He's
Heck yeah. Carapace by carapace.
yes.
Natural 19
Okay.
for his bite.
Oh, are you rolling at disadvantage? Oh wait,
No,
This is
he's
a straight
grappled.
serious, yeah.
but you.
But he's
oh,
also
serious.
pack
it's
tactics.
not you. It's serious. My
Yeah.
mistake.
But he's also path tactics, so he would have advantage no matter what. Oh, come on.
Oh, so good.
3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 damage on his bite. And I think he only gets one thing, right? Werewolf.
No,
Yes,
no.
he just gets to bite and that's it.
Is that it for?
Yeah,
Serious?
that's it for
Right.
serious.
I, with the blade singing in hand, will flank the beast.
You don't need to
And
use grapple.
yeah, it's fine. I'll flank it anyways.
I mean, it's hard not to. There's a snake around him. He's covered. He's surrounded by all sides.
Extra flank. I'm going to cast Green Flame Blade. Cantrip as part of one of my attacks.
What is that?
Um,
CMC equals 2.
No, they take fire damage equal to 8 plus my spellcasting modifier, so 5. So it's an additional d8, so it's 2d8 plus 5 for the first attack.
Ciao.
Does a what's good damage? Does a 18 hit?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's gonna be 23 points of damage. And do you need to know what specifically fire is?
Nope.
Okay, so yeah, 23 points for the first attack. Second attack. Oh
no! Come on now.
That actually doesn't count, so good. Another 18 to hit. That's going to be 13 damage. And then I will offhand attack. Yeah. 6 damage. I am done. Wait, with 2-weapon fighting, do you add your modifier to the offhand attack?
Yeah, I believe so, right?
Not to
No,
the
it just
damage.
lets you do a second attack, yeah.
2-weapon. Yeah, you might need to take away 4 damage. Hold on.
Okay. While you're looking that up, it's
Yeah.
Deldrick.
Alright, you said this thing is looking pretty fucked.
He's bleeding black antlion blood all over the place.
Excellent.
Yummy. That'll go good with the eggs.
Yeah, I'm going to trust in my allies
Good old
and
antlion soy sauce.
look and take a peek around for the mallet.
Okay.
It's probably in the room with the
Do a perception check.
Okay, healing for 3.
I got you.
16.
You see it sitting right on top of the trapdoor.
I go for the mallet.
Get him!
What is your speed?
30.
Okay. You easily make it to the mallet. He's grappled, so he can't take an opportunity attack even if... Are you still engaged with him?
I mean, he can take an opportunity.
I can bonus action disengage.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, you go and pick it up, and
Is
it
he
looks
worthy?
like that.
So he is worthy.
Nice.
You have no problems picking it up, and you're standing by it.
It also might be cursed and you can't let it go, though.
Enormous mallet.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's fine.
Do I have enough movement left, do you think, to even just open the trapdoor or start going through?
Sure, you can.
Okay, cool.
Right, so you open it up without a problem.
All the
It
balls
is
go
not
down.
locked because there was an antlion protector.
Yeah, that was the lock.
Yeah. And now all the ball pits go
Oh
into
my
that
god.
room.
Can you imagine if in Harry Potter they had to get past Cerberus and then when they did, the door was just locked anyway?
That would be great.
It's-
The key should be on his collar.
It is dimly lit, and you see about 15 feet below there is a huge table taking up the majority of a spacious room below.
Okay.
Atop that table is a miniature version of the entire Revelia.
Alright, well with whatever remaining movement I have, I'll start making my way towards it.
Does this cause any of the balls to like flood out of into this
You
room?
blew them all up.
Oh, okay.
Got him.
Deldrick and River, and then Antlion.
Okay,
If he's
so
still alive.
If.
I would have advantage because he's grappled, but I have disadvantage because he's grappling me. Does that count?
Right,
as
so
a
Yes, yeah,
straight roll?
each of you have normal rolls.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking. Alright, I'm going to attempt to bite him. That's not gonna work.
Alternatively, we can roll 4
And then I'm going to try to.
Two pairs.
If you think that's not what I was going to do,
So this is the highest number on this one. This is the highest number on that one. Now you take this,
Okay.
the lowest number of these two.
No, you re-roll those two. They have to be the victors, and you have to see which one is the best.
Ah, yeah.
Dirty 20, I'm trying to constrict him again.
oh no.
And I rolled the wrong damage last time for constricting.
What?
I rolled
what'd you roll?
d6s instead of d8s.
Oh. Well, you can
That's
still
my
get
fault.
one, too, though.
That's my bad.
Yeah. Did you roll?
Still rolled like shit.
Oh, you rolled another one too, so it's like nothing changed.
7 bludgeoning damage for being constricted.
Might
His
have a turn.
Yes. It does have a turn.
Oh,
so-
it's him now.
Yes. Because it's... Oh, no, it's regular. Okay.
It's a straight roll.
Wow. Okay.
My armor class is 12, so.
They're both going to hit. He's just continuously clawing at you, scrabbling at you for... I'm just doing the straight roll because we're running low on time. So 14 and 14 slashing damage. So 28.
So 28.
Low on time. It's already past 9.
We're real low on time. We're going into negatives.
We have negative time left, Jamie.
I have all the time in the world.
That's it for him. So then it is Oliver and then Sirius.
Alright, so I still have advantage on it, correct?
He's still grappled.
Awesome, that's what I want to know. Alright, so we're striking him. If we hit, we smite. Okay. So on the hit. Okay, well I'm definitely hitting. And then I'm gonna smite it an additional level. So now we're smiting at level
That's
2.
amazing.
What man?
I was gonna buy a plushy squirrel to represent Skeeter, and this is the shirt that came.
Oh.
Look at the guys.
14. And then
It's got squirrel face on the inside.
14 and
I
7.
don't
So I
like
do
that.
21 damage on the first hit.
I am
Nice.
the squirrel.
Okay, second attack. 21, 2 to hit, so I hit it. And I'll just do one. Um, 16, 21 damage again.
Wow. He's barely standing.
Oh, who's next?
Can I blow him over?
I think Sirius is next. Alright. Come on, puppers. Kick his butt. Yeah! Over 20 to hit.
Alright.
8, 9, 11 damage.
Very nice. How does Sirius destroy him?
I might have to be more specific
The
with
guy
my-
wanted a trophy. Eat the
Sirius
ant.
just goes
Yeah,
and
a little bit.
he grabs him by the jugular and just rips out his throat.
Alright, so you have antlion body, antlion head in 2 places, and it's doing that thing that bugs do where the antenna still move a little bit after it dies, and then just...
So we did that.
Alright. What do you do now?
Well, if combat's over, then Deldrick Smash.
Yeah, get him.
Alrighty. Well,
I'm just
how do you
glad.
get down there? Because I did say it was 15 feet below.
Oh.
You just jump right in?
Yeah, I'm rogue stuff. Acrobatic.
Okay.
I want to be acrobatic about this. I want to try the old jump and then tuck and roll as I land.
Okay, can you roll acrobatics?
Sure.
So we're going to take some bludgeoning.
21.
Okay, sure. I will say that lands for sure. So you do that spinning hammer thing like in a video game and smash it right down the middle.
I'm so happy you smashed it instead of declaring yourself the overlord.
It is like a magic weapon, but you don't have to attune to use it. And just if you wanted the magical properties. So yeah, the entire place collapses in and buildings and tents begin to across the map. Upon the demise of the mini Revelia, the whole carnival, buildings and inhabitants begin to dissipate. The miniatures are people that you saw maybe running around on the map. They don't die, but they do poof, and you don't. Right now, you don't know what happened to them. The carnival disappears in a swirl of magic. You hear the laughter of a clown in the distance, and the 5 of you, I guess 6 with Skeeter, find yourselves standing in the middle of a blizzard.
What happens with the 2 people?
Oh, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of you.
Okay,
Yeah.
just make sure they went fizzled away also.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we're all in the middle of a blizzard? Oh, because we're outside in the environment now.
First thing I
Well,
do.
it was
Yeah, but it
cold
wasn't
outside.
blizzarding.
It was snowing in. That's
Oh,
where
was
we
it
are.
snowing
Yeah,
in
it was snowing in
Waterdeep?
Waterdeep. That's why they closed
Yeah.
the doors to us.
Whatever happened, we're in a blizzard now.
Yes.
Yeah.
First thing I do as soon as I feel like, whoa, what happened? Is tuck that hammer away.
It disappears as well.
Supposed to leave it behind, brother. We told Conrad that we'd leave it behind.
I'm sorry, one more time?
We told Conrad that we'd leave him behind. We'd leave the hammer behind.
I hate you so much.
And I would like to. Is there? What are we? Well, hold on. What are we doing directly after that?
You're in the middle of a blizzard.
Right.
We'll discuss that next week.
Excellent.
2 weeks.
I wanted. I wanted this. Okay. Well.
Well, I can wait.
Well, I guess real quick.
I don't. Well, I wanted to send a message, but I don't know. I
cold.
wanted to be by myself.
Come in, it's cold. Come
So
in.
whenever I have
To
time,
message me?
whenever I have time to myself, well, no, I'm okay. I'm okay if they hear it. I'm not gonna like. I'm just. I wanted to send a message to the teacher.
Gotcha. You do not currently have time to yourself. You guys.
Yeah. I meant some. You know. I guess I probably could have done it in the funhouse when I was alone, but that's fine. Yeah, I'll do it later. I wrote the poetic sending, whatever 575.
Nice.
I have that prepared.
Haku sending.
I have that prepared. You know.
Or haiku? Is it haku or haiku? One of them's a wrestler.
It's a haku.
Alright, well, thanks for tuning into Fables on Tables. We'll see you again
Take
next week
care.
for Out of the Abyss with Matt.
Next week's gonna be a banger.
Peace.